Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome one and all to the Weekly Maker Hangout. My name is Jerry. Jerry, you say, who's Jerry? Anyway, we're live on YouTube and we're live on Twitch today. I go live each and every Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific. I've been doing this for a year or two now, and we have makers each and every week from around the world that randomly pop in. Whether you're on camera or in chat, we try to answer questions. We talk about projects we're working on. And yes, today we'll be giving away a roll of Ziltech filament. I'll run the banner here in a little bit. And then later on, we'll also be giving a roll of Polymaker filament because I'm, what do you call it? Anyway, I'm going to fill it. I'm a partner. Yeah, I'm a Polymaker partner. I'm having a brain part here. Hello, Dave Gatton. How you doing? Hello, everybody in chat. Nice to see everybody. Da Vinci 10. Dale, hello. In the back room, we have two guys right now. Hello, Stephen Poole. Let me pull them in and we'll get going and we'll start talking about everything. Let me let that drop since 12:21. Hello. How are you doing? And if you have any questions, please ask in chat. If you'd like to drop in on camera for a little bit, you're welcome to do so. We stream anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. And if you drop in on camera, you're not required to stay any length of time. You could be here for 5 minutes. Just come in, say hi to everybody, tell us who you are. Everybody is welcome to come in and promote yourselves, your channel, what you're working on. You know, it's welcome to do that. And I do encourage people to come on camera. And if you have a YouTube channel or you're making something cool and you want to plug something or your Etsy store, you're welcome to do that. I encourage that and I welcome it as long as it's hobby related stuff. But enough with that. Let's pull in some people we have in the back room and we'll get going. Hello, Matt. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm pretty good. Better than last week and the week before.
Hey, Kenny. How you doing?
I'm getting closer to Smurf, you know.
Hey, this is the us for regular 3. I'm just wondering who's Ed McMahon and who's Doc, over in the band.
I don't know.
Oh, and then you got to be what's his face, Johnny Carson. Yeah, that's it. It's always us 3 to open with.
Well, yeah, it used to be me, Liam, and Matt, and then Liam kind of quit live streaming. His life got really busy, and now it's us 3 that always open. And I appreciate everybody coming on. Hello, we got a channel subscriber here, Simon Snow. Hello, Simon. Thank you for dropping in. I really appreciate it. It's going down through my chat. And like I say, we're live on YouTube and Twitch. And if I don't post the comments on the screen, then another platform can't see the comments. So anyway, hello, Non-Pam. How you doing? Yeah, Non-Pam, thank you. I seen that spam that was trying to hit DeWitt's Facebook group, and I got that deleted right away. I went to my Facebook group, and I got it set that every post needs to be approved because I'm starting to get a bunch of crazy crap happening on my group also. So every post must be approved by an admin or a moderator. Hello, Pete. Good to see you. So, yeah, it's been a busy couple weeks. My alien project is doing great. I wanted to have the other video out by now, but I ran out of gloop. I only received 2 small bottles to start with, and I was told by Gloop, when you need more, let me know, and I didn't let them know soon enough. I thought the big bottle they're sending would have been here Friday, and now UPS says it's coming Monday. So I'm trying to finish the second video, but I've got a couple really big legs. As a matter of fact, I want to grab one of them and show it to you. Let me figure out my buttons here. Here's one of the legs I got done for it. Actually, both legs are done. They're just not tied together. So here's one of the legs to the xenomorph alien.
Hey, Jerry, if you ever want to hitchhike, you just have to put out your leg,
Stick my leg out.
Yeah, and I was thinking about ZZ Top. He's got legs. It really looks like an alien. I know. Keep my day job.
Here's the other leg. So, lots of printing, lots of filament. I'm doing all this with my Bamboo Labs X1 Carbon, my Chibi Fast printer. I did contact a few companies wanting to review their large printer, like the K1 Max from Corality, to be part of this video series on this alien, and they choose to, not get back with me. So, it is what it is. Yeah, Stevens, massive. Museum piece. Yep, it's really big. So, and I'm still trying to think, where am I going to put it? Like I say, I want to cut down the shelves back there, make more room. take my hypercube, cut out part of my desk, which I don't want to do either one. But if it's behind me in the corner where you can see it on the videos and live streams, I guess that's the only really place I can put it, where I can put it. And yeah, so that's what I've been working on. And hope everybody's doing. Hope everybody had a good Halloween. And I didn't have treaters here. I had my light off. I haven't given out candy in many years. I don't get kids to walk by my neighborhood anymore. When my son was little, I took or treating then, but I haven't since then.
I've been doing stuff for Veterans Day. What's coming up on the 11th of November?
Yeah, next Saturday.
Yeah. So I made some different process. That's to put on the, on the grave. And yeah.
So is in Great Britain, it's on the 11th also in November?
Yes. Also, everywhere around, because we're allies, it's all the way around the world the same,
Cool.
And here you go. Make a flaxy one. I basically make those items and I bring them over to the Royal British Legion, and they basically sell it. So I just make stuff for them and they sell it.
Yeah, I had before the stream. I asked Matt guys what that meant, because LEST, lest, in America that word doesn't mean anything to me. So I would have put in America. I'd put never forget, but lest must be a UK word or something. I don't understand.
Yeah. Of course, I made some coasters too.
Okay, I'm glad you figured that. I'm glad that helped. Glad you got it going. GK2 is a great little resin printer. I love it. I currently only have 2 resin printers. I sold my other 3.
Made some resin, not resin. You talking about resin? I made some fridge magnets. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm getting messed up my military right, my military left. Man, dang.
Yeah, for people that don't know, Kenny's left shoulder, you're seeing all his bamboo and his Lasermatic 10. Actually, that's on his right side. He's got his camera flipped. That's why you can't read his hat. His hat's backwards too.
My hat's backwards?
I was telling.
And I thought I was not. I thought I had a spasm or something. I could not read.
I was telling Kenny, for everybody watching in the U.S., I was watching a video on YouTube this morning, and I showed a lady going through the drive-thru, and she had a front-facing camera filming her at the drive-thru. So the steering wheel's on the wrong side, and she's going the wrong way through the drive-thru because it was all mirrored. It was really funny to see that.
But Kenny has awesome bandwidth now in the shed. I am officially hardwired.
Hello, Kate. How you doing today?
Hey, Kate.
If anybody would like to drop it on camera and talk about what you're making or anything, you're welcome to do so. Here's a link. As long as you're a maker and I know who you are, we'll let you in. If you're an unknown, that's a gray area. Depends. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Zachary 3D prints popping in. Hello, Zach.
Do you guys hear about what happened to Rob Mink?
Yes.
He had a bad accident.
Yeah, he hit a deer.
Yeah.
On his
and it
motorcycle.
was not his wife.
Oh, no.
He did not hit his wife. He
hit a deer on his motorcycle?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's not good. I used to ride. I rode bikes most of my life here in Vegas, so I can imagine. I hope he's all right. I didn't see that.
That was on Facebook.
Oh no.
Here you go. I made my own personal touch.
Cool.
Hello, Dusty. I hope you got your code, Dusty. I believe you probably got it by now because another person contacted me. They'd received a code from Polymaker.
And you see the planes up there.
Oh, wow. Oh, that sucks. Not your print. I'm reading the comment. I'm not saying your print sucks.
Oh, thank you.
I'm talking out loud. Wow.
That took a lot of effort. Hey, how are you, Zachary?
And he says he's going to continue to ride too.
Yeah, I saw him yesterday when you were on live, Zachary, pondering, oh, should I buy that printer? Should I buy that printer? Nah, a free printer would be better. And I need to save up money for Smurf, was it?
Zach, you're muted. I can't hear you. No, can't hear you. No. That's why he was quiet. We couldn't hear him. Yeah, check your
Golden
settings.
is silent, isn't it?
Go to settings down below. There, you can check your mic and stuff there.
Yeah.
Sir,
No.
sir, have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in? That
Oh,
was
good,
all you
Dustin. I'm glad you got
Have you
it.
turned off the computer on and off?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, we got sound. There you are.
Yeah.
How you doing, my friend?
The next step would have been delete C. Yeah.
Delete C. What is delete C?
How you doing, buddy? What's new?
Well,
Man.
I glued a whole frame together, which I have printed on the Prusa Mini. So you can still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the silence.
We glued together a 3D print, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at.
This is an i3 MK3 frame from the Prusa.
Okay.
Of course, it's glued together today, so I'm very careful because previous test wasn't that great. Because I have tested it several times, different kind of methods. Every single time, it snapped, and I don't know why. I'm not the expert here with glue.
Did you lightly sand each part first?
Yeah.
Lightly sand it. Take a damp rag, wipe off your dust from the sanding, loop both sides, stick it together, put duct tape on it, wait 24 hours. It should be good to go. That's what I done with my big alien.
Yeah. The thing is, they say on the package to clamp it, but
Got a delivery.
these parts you cannot really clamp together. I mean, these are test pieces because I don't want to ruin something that I have for a project. So yeah, I tested it several times during the week, and every single time I was like, okay, let's try to bend it, and poof, it broke. Maybe I was too excited. Everybody's so quiet.
Oh, sorry, I was sending a message in this moment.
You are sending me a message. Oh, that's cool. Thank you.
No, not.
Not me.
If you want, I can send you a message too.
Aw.
Ah.
I
What
love
you like
to
in
get
that messages? You like it?
just a smiley.
All right. Hold on.
No, but I wanted to make a special video, the difference between power glue and gloop, and I need to figure out how I'm going to glue the video together. Anyways, but yeah, it was looking weird to see it break every single time.
That's PLA, right?
No, this is PETG and the frame is PETG.
Here you go.
Did you have PET G glue?
Yep.
Huh. I've never used PET G glue, so I don't know.
Yeah, but basically it should be the same.
On my alien, I was unable to clamp anything because of all the weird angles. So
yeah.
I accidentally printed a couple parts extra. For instance, this part here.
Yeah.
I put the key in to help me out. And then one thing I don't like about glue, it's so watery. I wish it was thicker. I painted it on quickly as best that I could everywhere. Then I done another half, stuck it together, and then I put a couple pieces of duct tape on it, about yay long to hold it together. And then I then I glued the next part. And then since I didn't have any more glue and I ran out, I just let the legs set for like 2 days, and then I pulled off all the tape. And that's where I showed you the big legs a minute ago, but it seemed to hold perfectly fine.
Yeah. Also for your project, it's something that you don't really can clamp it down with huge clamps, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's the same. I mean, I can, yeah, these are test pieces, what I already said. But for the bigger picture, for the whole frame, I cannot just clamp it together because the force needs to be, you know, to the to be glued part and not just on the table. So I had this bottle, G, and
Yeah.
afterwards, for the frame, I switched over to this one,
Okay.
and this one seems to be way stronger for the purpose that I'm using than this one.
Yeah.
Message,
And it go ahead.
message the company and ask them about it, or message
Yeah,
Andrew, he's one of the owners, and ask him, here, I've done this and this, send him some pictures and let him know, and they'll get right back with you. Maybe they can help you out.
And,
yeah, already did.
And the chemical breakdown of some of this stuff does matter, just because I know, because I've experimented with gloop and ABS, PLA gloop with
Mhm.
ABS doesn't work. I've tried PVC glue, that you do with your, lawn plumbing.
Yeah.
With PLA, it doesn't work. So obviously, it does matter as far as the material, because it's not all the same, because the material is not the same.
Now,
Yeah,
if I was
exactly.
printing with all ABS, I would go to Lowe's or Home Depot and buy a can of ABS glue that you use on pipe or sewer
Yeah.
pipe, and that's perfectly fine. Instead of making it using whatever to break down the ABS and make a slurry, acetone or whatever, just go buy
Mhm.
ABS cement. It works perfect. But when I super glue most of my models together, I mean, that ain't really the best way, because in time the joints might break on my models and it won't hold. It's like when Paul the alien fell over, every place that I had glued snapped when he hit the floor because I had super glue on it. So I had to take my razor knife. I started gluing them back together. I'd take my razor knife and bust off all that super glue, and I'd lightly sand it again, and I put a little bit of gloop on it, because when I ran out of gloop on the model, out of the two little bottles I had like a quarter of an inch of gloop, and that's not enough to take on two big parts on the model. So that's when I got a hold of gloop, and I said, I'm almost out. Can you please send more? I should have asked them a few weeks ago when the two little bottles came. I should have automatically asked for more, but I didn't, because I hate asking people for things for free. Even if they're sponsoring me, I hate asking. I just, I have a problem asking people for things. But anyway,
Same here.
but they got another big bottle coming. Not their biggest, but one that's a lot bigger. And they're sending me out a couple of their beakers, and I'll have them in my next video. The video is halfway done, but since I done all the parts as far as for sanding them, I took them out front. I took my Black & Decker palm sander that orbits, and I sanded all the parts quickly with that, because I had so many of them, rather than trying to do everything by hand. I didn't get them hot enough to burn the PLA, just enough to scuff up the smooth surface. Then I took a damp rag, wiped off the debris, and then I started glooping and going to town. And it worked out really good so far.
Yeah, when I was at Earth, I spoke already with Andrew, and I said, I want to buy one big bottle. And then they mentioned to, because I'm going to fly back, I cannot bring this with me. So, I said to him, okay, then I see if I can order it online in the Netherlands. But that is so hard here. So I said it on Twitter, on X, and they said like, hey, we want to help out with the project. So they sent a care package. So 2 big bottles and 2 small bottles.
If you use code 3DHP, you'll get 10% off your order with Gloop. It's 3DHP, you get a discount 10%. One thing I do like about the new bottles, once you unscrew the cap and pull it up, there's a second rubber bumper down in there about 1 inch low. So when you're gluing stuff in between, you can press it straight down and it'll have an airtight seal. You see that second piece near the cap? Yeah. That's like an airtight seal. So when you put it down when you're not using, you don't have to screw it tight. You can just press it straight down and it grabs that. They keep it from drying out while you're working on parts. Then you're completely done, then just screw it down.
Yeah, exactly. It's also what I did.
But seems to be working out great. I'm thinking they'll hopefully be done by Christmas. I already contacted my person with Polymaker. I'm looking for a couple more codes so I can get 8 to 12 more rolls of filament. And I did one piece of the tail. I've already got one piece done. Now, out of the 12 or 13, let's see, 8, 9, 10. Out of 13 rolls of Polymaker that I've already received towards my project, one spool kept tangling. I had it behind the Bamboo Labs. it was pinched in the corner, and I had to keep pulling it. And then later, for some reason, it got tangled, and I lost a print. So I have to take that partial spool, and I got to respin it up on another spool. And I didn't make that attachment for a drill. I guess I need to print it. That way I can spin it on and try to get it running back and forth and re-spool it so I can continue.
It's so annoying when spools of filament are going to tangle during a print.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
really
had that
rare that it
yesterday
happens,
too.
but it does happen. Yeah, you're printing in midair and you go and look at it and think, oh my God, it's been printing for how long?
Yeah, it happens, you know. I mean, especially for me in the beginning, I think twice the filament roll so far jammed on me in the beginning when I was starting printing. And then later on, yesterday I had one jamming on me because I borrowed some filament from my son, and instead of putting it through the loop, he put it underneath it. So
That's annoying.
yeah, but I got it out, and I just cut that piece off what was bent and what gave me the problem.
Mhm.
So
And if you ever let your
So-
filament go wild on you, you know, where it zings back on the spool, and you're like, oh, where's it at? And you grab it, pull out like 10 or 15 feet and make sure it didn't hop underneath itself. Because when it went zing and grabbed itself like a clock winding, it might have hopped underneath it. So, like I say, always pull out quite a bit, check it,
Yeah.
and then keep attention on it and re-spool it.
yeah,
Because it happens to everybody. And that's why in a lot of my videos, I try to show good prints, bad prints. That way people don't just see all the positives. Like I had some resin prints, a bunch of fails that I had, and I showed them, and the guy in the comments like, oh my God, I didn't realize that happened to you. I thought everything was always perfect. No, we're all human. Everybody has problems. There's nobody out there that can say, oh, it's never had a fail. No, everybody's had something go wrong at one point or another, unless you started printing yesterday. Things go wrong. It just happens. You know, we're human. Things happen. So, yeah. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. Yeah, we are not perfect. Yeah, bad things happen.
always. Yeah.
Okay, question time. Does
Yeah.
anybody think we ever have too many remotes? Get a remote organizer or print one out.
Cool.
Multicolor. Ooh.
That looks
That'd be
good.
Nice.
Because us men, we have too many remotes.
Well, no, that's not really true. I have just one remote for the television because we don't have any other devices that uses remotes. I do have one
My-
here, but that is
my-
just for the RGB lights.
Yeah.
Everything else is by Google.
RGB lights behind my TV because my 65 in the living room's got RGB behind it. So I got that. My TV remote, my satellite, my sound bar. Let's see what else. Oh, security. I think I got something for that.
My
Mhm.
sound
Yeah.
bar plugs into my TV, and I have an Alexa box in front of my TV. I walk in the living room, I tell her to turn on the TV or turn on the lights. And once I get to that point, then I just use the remote to switch between the apps on the TV. I could
Yeah.
ask her to go to the next channel, but then I'll have to use the remote anyway.
All right, question right there. Do you ever have to ask her more than once?
Yeah. Sometimes she just don't respond. Or
Yeah,
you'll see her
then
light
that
up. You'll see her light up and you'll say, turn off the TV.
I feel a
and
joke coming, Kenny.
No, it drives my wife nuts
Oh,
because I got the whole kitchen because we remodeled our kitchen last winter and all my lights, everything in the kitchen's everything's smart in there and it drives her nuts.
I have 2 or 3 or more of those smart plugs like this right here that I've never figured out what to use them for. This is Alexa smart plug, and I got to figure out what could I use it for. So,
Well, you print us when you're printing. When you're away, and the printer is even not
Yeah.
working, then you can switch it off.
Yeah, I
That's
got
what I
one
have.
hooked. I got one
Dum
hooked up
Dum,
to my
what's going on,
boat.
my friend? How you been, Dum Dum? I just lean back and turn it off. I mean, I'm retired and lazy, so I can lean over and turn a printer off. But
All right.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's an option.
But yeah, you're everything's in your house. Like me with the shed, if I pull up my that my print's done with my bamboo, yeah, I can tell, the A word because she's right behind me too,
Yeah.
to turn it off. So yeah, I have a smart switch on my bamboo.
I also have a smart switch laying around that I don't use, but I don't know if I'm going to use it because most of the time some of my printers are on and running. But
Yeah, my power bill, everybody's power bills, I don't know about around the world, but in America went through the roof. They get really high. And then in the
here
winter,
in the Netherlands too.
the wintertime, your power bill goes down, but then your gas bill goes really high. So it's either one or the other, air conditioner or gas heat, one or the other, up or down.
Yeah,
they're
it's
really,
crazy.
Like a teeter
When
totter.
I say really high, I'm saying almost $400 a month high.
Wow.
And that's an awful lot of money.
But it's also 115, 120 here too.
Yeah.
During the summer.
Yeah, when I used to work in the heat at work construction for like 25 years, you get used to it. It doesn't bother you. But once you're retired and you're not in the heat all the time, you walk out front in July, you turn around, go back in the house. It's kind of how it is, but it's not humid. I'm not sweating. Like people say, yeah, you're going to tell me, yeah, it's dry heat. Yeah, it's dry heat. You're not sweating to the bone if you're in the shade. Just if you're in the sun to get hot. It's not sticky wet.
That sounds like a song, Sticky Wet.
Yeah.
Sticky Sweet. Oh.
Hot, sticky, sweet.
That's Def Leppard. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Def Leppard, Metallica. I like all types of music. So.
Yeah, me too. I also like different kind of music.
I'm sadly enough, I'll say this: I don't like mariachi music. If I'm in a Mexican restaurant, it's fine, but I don't like hearing my neighbors blare it at all hours of the night. I like all kinds of music, but I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't hate anything. I just don't like certain things, or I dislike things. Sounds like porn.
Well, I haven't necessarily fallen in love with rap, so
Well, there's some
rap our own preferences.
There's some rap songs I like. It all depends.
But then I am one. You best be cool and be no fool, because you see, I be as cool as a breeze between my knees. You see what I'm saying?
Ooh. Cool, Kenny. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I'm from Linwood. I'm from the wood, right next to Compton, Long Beach. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm from.
Yeah. Well,
Weird Al is my homie. We went to school together.
Eagle Brett, hello. How are you doing today?
Weird Al Linwood.
Hello.
Everybody, please like, subscribe, follow whatever platform you're on, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube. If you'd like to become a channel member on YouTube, that's awesome. I have around 5 or 6 channel members on YouTube now. And whenever I do a video, I always thank those at the end of the video. I always have a banner that goes up and scrolls with everybody's name. I really appreciate it. And if anybody comments in chat and we don't see it, we all read the chat. I just may not always throw it up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Nice, Matt.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I never used my free stuff on the 11th. I haven't done that in years.
This is made for.
What is that, Kenny? Free stuff?
You're prime.
I'm a vet.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we can do all kinds of. You can go to Denny's and eat for free, a bunch of places. Excuse me.
Oh, cool.
With Remembrance Day. We call it Remembrance Day over here too.
I went to Denny's a while back because I quit eating there most of my life, but then I finally went back a matter of months ago, and I'm getting chicken fried steak. It's been really good. I'm no longer I'm complaining about their food. But I asked them when I was checking out, do I get a senior discount? I don't know what the age is. And they go, no, you don't. You're not old enough, they told me. And they said, and it's a special menu. It's a small little menu for seniors. So maybe it's 65. I don't know. I'm 59.
Is it something interesting on the menu that it is so small?
No, it's just because if they give the people they give you a discount, they limit what you can order. I guess they can save money that way. They won't let you order anything on the menu with a discount. If you're a senior, you can only order off the senior menu.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. This is what I made a whole bunch of them, and donate them to the British Royal Legion the last couple of days, and so already got rid of all of them. They sold all of them. and they went like hotcakes. I
All
said.
soft foods.
So, and I did make some crosses too. So
Black Angus Black Angus has free steak dinner, but we don't have Black Angus here anymore.
Look nice, Matt.
yeah, came out very nice on the printer. I mean, each of them take around about an hour to make, you know,
Mhm.
each. So it's still acceptable
Hey Matt,
time. Yeah.
is Arion currently selling that type of filament you showed us earlier on the open market, or is that a secret?
As far as I know, they have it already out. It's very
Good.
expensive. I think it's
grab
around about
grab
30
some grab some boxes. I'll put you on the big screen and let's talk about it.
I
Now-
don't have any boxes left. I have rolls left.
Well, that works. You know, all filament gives off toxic odors, and a lot of people shouldn't breathe a lot of things while they're printing and hot. But check this out: mango filament. So once the print cools down, you can smell your print.
Ooh, that is nice.
I have run about 6 different smells. I have
I have
tulip.
vanilla and make my ears itch. Like I said last week.
Tulip, orange, strawberry, mango. Tulip I said already.
Bananas.
You
You can print minions with that.
What's this called? The purple flower again? We have it in the back garden.
Lavender.
Lavender, exactly. And I have it in the back garden. Lavender.
Nice.
Yeah. And jasmine. So, but when you print it, it smells very nice, your room, you know. But once you finish printing it, it does not really smell unless you maybe damage it a little bit or heat it up. If you're heating it up with a torch or something, yeah, you will smell it.
Oh, okay. So meaning that the strawberries are smelling like rotten strawberries or so.
No. It's
Because you say they don't smell
it's-
good anymore.
you know from Toy Story, the guy, the teddy bear, what smells like strawberry.
I never seen Toy Story. Tell me.
Oh, there's a guy, a teddy bear. He smells like strawberry, and it smells exactly the same type of smell. It's like a fake smell, you know, an artificial smell, strawberry smell. So
But how does a teddy bear smells like strawberry? What did he do? It's just cool.
I don't know. I didn't watch it either. Last time I watched it was like for 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. My
Last time-
sister was little.
My sister ordered me some sweatpants from Amazon
Cool.
because I do have 3 pair already, 3 different pairs I wear all winter long. But one pair has a bunch of holes down around my pocket on my right side. And when I went to her house the other day, she must have seen those rips and figured I needed new sweatpants. So, wow, I thought one was coming, but I've got 2. So I guess it's like an early Christmas present. Very nice of her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, Ron, know me.
that's what I wear.
Royal Nomi, how you doing? How's it going today? If you guys aren't subscribed, I'm following Royal Nomi. She is a great streamer over on Twitch. She has an awesome channel. She streams multiple times a week. Please go check her out. I do have StreamerBot running, but it doesn't work properly, so it's not doing auto shoutouts over on Twitch. But Royal Nomi or anybody else, Dum Dum, if anybody like to pop in, here's a link right here. If you'd like to come in on camera and talk about yourself, promote yourself, you're welcome to pat yourself on the back and talk, you know, try to get people to like what you're liking or see what you're printing. You know, you're welcome to come on camera and talk about it. So, very cool. Yeah. My alien is coming along. For those who don't know, I'm printing a 7-foot-tall xenomorph alien. In the beginning of my video, twice I say 10 foot, and then I correct myself on screen. I go, no, dude, it's 7 foot. Because for some reason, I just draw a brain part sometimes, and I say the wrong thing comes out of my mouth.
Oh yeah.
But I don't
But that you
script
can
myself.
edit away or just like what everybody else do, like put the right text in there. That's cool. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward, but I already saw the lag and it is big.
Yeah, Dum since it started getting warm back in May, I haven't been out in my garage working on my Same Smart 4040 CNC. I need to get back out there and start working on it, doing more video content on it. And then I have a small rotary, which I never did learn how to properly use, but I contacted one company, and I shouldn't scratch my nose with my middle finger. People get the wrong idea.
Really?
There's a software program that was given to me, a lifetime license, so I could learn to work with a rotary, but I haven't worked with it in a while. Because I have so many hobbies, like I was telling Matt and Kenny, I start doing one thing for a long time, and then when I go back to something else, it's like, I forgot how to work with this, and I got to kind of refresh my memory on what to do. So,
Maybe,
and I've
maybe
even,
you should make a little sign, a few small steps as a reminder.
I actually went back and watched videos. People will comment on one of my videos from a long time ago, and I don't know what they're talking about, so I got to go back and rewatch my videos so I can answer the question.
And
I
speaking
sometimes
of
do that too.
Yeah.
And speaking of videos, I did do the light burn the other day. The 2 videos, the 1 and 2. So I did play them back. Interesting stuff. And then Rich did a walk around too. That was pretty awesome.
Right. Yes.
Well, I hope you get better, Vincent. Sucks getting the flu. Hello, Joe. How you doing today? Yeah, one thing bad about the small rotaries, Dum, is that if you got a small CNC, the rotary is so much smaller, and then when you actually put the wood in it, you can't do stuff much bigger than a chess piece. That's what's sad about a rotary. If you have a really big wide rotary, like 4 foot wide or something, or a CNC, then you can have a much larger rotary inside that big 4 foot wide CNC to do bigger stuff like small baseball bats or whatever it may be. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy working with wood. I work construction my whole life, and whenever I need a table, I build it. If I need a shelf, I build it. I buy 2x4 plywood and I build it. I enjoy building things out of lumber, but things are expensive nowadays. So you got to be careful what you buy. And even driving down the street, going to the store, and somebody throws out an old dresser or something, or an old water bed or whatever, you're thinking, wow, 2x4s, planks, wood. You can pick it up, strip it down, sand it down, and you got some free wood. Because wood is very expensive. So when people
you already see the resources,
if it's not particle board, you can usually repurpose whatever they're throwing out and take it apart and use the drawers from a chest of drawers. If most of them are real wood, you can take out the cardboard crap that's in them and use the real wood to make signs and stuff with. So you can repurpose a lot of things that people are throwing out.
I got a friend in Oklahoma that I grew up with in LA, but now he moved up there. He will take pallets and he can make anything out of them. A chicken coop that does not look like pallets. He doesn't just stand them up. He actually makes a chicken coop, and he actually made a nice picnic bench with pallets.
I want to show something to Royal Nomi. It's kind of hard to see. See my filament rack, Royal Nomi, behind that light? That used to be a window right there. Remember I was talking about in your house covering up a window? I took a sheet of plywood that I had that was wide enough, and I painted it white. I took the blind out of the window. There's a solar screen on the outside, so you can't see the wood from the outside. And then I screwed it around the frame, and then I mounted my filament rack to that piece of plywood. And that way I covered up the window, which wasn't being used anyway. So just an idea. I
still remember that post you did a while back. I got too much stuff.
Yeah. I've got a spare room with 4 or 5 boxes full of prints and resin prints, and another room I got some stuff I'm selling on Etsy, a few things, and I got all this back here. And and every time I come out with another video, then I have to make this, or I got to make that. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Patrick popping in from Laser Maker's Realm. Patrick, Light Source Engraving, Laser Maker's Realm. How are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm with both. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing today?
Yeah, good.
Real good.
Very good. Very good.
You guys have a lot of fun at the light burn experience?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was cool to hang out in person, and we hung out the Laser Makers Realm trio. We hung out all 3 days at various points. Spent a lot of quality time together, and then just the overall event was fun. I did get to meet Sam and John in person. That was pretty cool too.
I made a mistake. Instead of printing black, I printed blue.
Okay.
I selected accidentally twice the same slot twice because I have black over here in number 4 and black in this one in number 2. And of course, I picked slot number what blue was in twice. So instead of printing black, I printed just blue again and did a filament change.
Hey, Britt, here's one of the legs to my Xenomorph alien. I've got both legs finished to this point. I ran out of glue, so I can't tie them together because I got a video waiting to get finished. I thought more glue was coming yesterday, and now UPS says it won't be here till Monday. So once I get it and I glue this together, then I can finish my video, get the second video posted. But yeah, I've got 2 legs. And as far as for Paul the alien, my 4-foot alien, he tipped over a few weeks ago and busted at all my joints. I had super glue on, so I started glooping him back together because the 2 bottles of gloop I had got down to about a 1/4 of an inch of gloop left in a bottle. It was no longer enough to even add one more part to this to glue the basically the butt and the waist area, glue them together and tie it all together. I didn't have enough glue, but Andrew's sending me more out. I didn't ask for it in advance. I kind of waited till I ran out of glue before I asked it for more, and then you got to wait like a week for it to show up. But that'll be here, and this thing will be cool. It's going to be 7 foot tall once I'm done. So hopefully by Christmas I can have everything printed and done. Because Polymaker sends me out like a code so I can get like 8 rolls at a time. And then I use that up and I post what I've done up to that point before I ask for more. And then they give me more codes and then I proceed after that. But yeah, it's getting there. It's going to be huge.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see that. That looks amazing.
Yeah. I saw the
bigger.
picture on the Facebook and I was like, wow, that is big.
Yeah, I wish I had a bigger hobby room. I'm kind of running out of space here.
And you probably have to do the ceiling, probably a hole in it so it sticks out.
Yeah.
No.
Get a shed.
I'm kind of jealous. You're making that big thing, and I'm just printing these little focal sticks.
Ladies
and gentlemen, Jamie is popping in. Homemade Jam 3D. Hey, Jamie.
I look like a normal person today. How y'all doing?
Real good. How are you?
Doing great.
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. I can't stay very long. We have a thing to go to, and I'm only like half ready. I still have to get dressed. So can't stay long, but I'm here as long as I can be.
You changed your hair color?
It's a little bit lighter, yeah.
Yeah, brown it was before.
Last week it was blue.
According to Lupan, it's going to take about 32 rolls of filament, but we'll have to wait and see because that depends on supports, your infill, your wall thickness. There's a lot of things to take in consideration because if you cut it up in Luban doesn't know all your settings, but roughly 32 rolls of filament to do the whole alien. So that's a lot of Polymaker.
As far as light burn for CNC, no, didn't get to try it. They announced it, and I knew that it wasn't ready for prime time yet. So I had a feeling that there were going to be some people let down. But they did announce that they're at the point where they're going to be taking applications for alpha beta testers. So you just have to email support@lightburnsoftware.com. They're looking for novice. Well, right now they're looking for experienced folks in the alpha phase, but in beta phase, they're going to look for some novice folks, brand new to CNC. And
well, I'm about to buy one, CNC. So that'd be awesome.
But they're figuring.
Hey, Brandy.
I think first quarter, probably towards the end of the first quarter next year.
Hey, Patrick, do you know if that qualifies, if you're a beta tester, does that qualify you for a license? I mean, down the line?
For as long as you stay in the beta program, then you'll get you'll have the license for it.
Cool.
So this is Lightburn, right?
Yes.
Correct.
So would it be I don't have a CNC, but I have lasers, and I use Lightburn for that. So would it be help to know Lightburn for lasers? Is it going to be like an easier transition for me since I know kind of Lightburn with the CNC? That's what I'm asking.
I think they're going to make the CNC version look as much like the laser version as possible.
Perfect.
But just due to the differences between the two, there will be some differences. But it's going to have the overall same feel and menu structure and everything.
Learning the software for CNC compared to anything else you've ever done is completely an uphill battle. It's a very steep learning curve. You got to learn speeds and feeds and types of bits, and and you always want to start out with cheap bits because you might break bits. Number one, you're going to burn up bits left and right. So if you're and then the mess, the noise, having the proper dust control, the noise is something you'd want to have in a garage, not in the house, where you're going to dust out everything.
Yeah. It's going in my stepdad's shop. He's going to make charcuterie boards, and then we're going to CNC together, make designs, and then I'm going to resin the boards.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cool.
Kate Beasley, the one who had an accident was Rob Minks, the baby belt guy. He was hit by a deer. And no, not his wife hit him, so a real deer hit him.
My stepdad hit a deer about an hour ago.
He's fine now. I talked to him online, so I can make that joke now. So he's out of the woods.
Out of the woods.
Say,
Kate, ask on the Raleigh Facebook group. I'm not sure. I know they're shipping sometime in November. I'm not sure. Patrick, you know an exact date for the U.S. shipping? Sometime in November. I do not
remember.
Yeah.
As soon as they get them made, they'll be shipping.
Hey, Patrick, was Raleigh there at the show?
Leo?
Yeah.
Yes. Hung out with Leo for a day.
So he was there. Okay.
He was there. Yep.
Hold on, Matt. Let me pull up Jamie.
I can show her off now.
Looking good.
Nice. That's amazing.
I
saw that one on Facebook last week.
Look at this chair, you guys. The model is great, but the chair, oh my God, it is like detailed.
That's impressive.
Wow.
My camera focus.
Yeah, the chair back is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My chair like
so if you buy the files, you're getting my pre-supported files, so you know it's going to print. But she came out really well.
I never use pre-supported files from anyone. I always set them myself. That's just what I prefer.
Well, me too. But if you ever get a model for Mega, you know the files are going to be good because I pre-support them.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm real happy with the way she came out. So hopefully I'll have my video finished editing by tomorrow. It takes me longer to edit the video than it does to paint the stupid model.
It's weird, isn't it?
In my video where I take all the parts out front, I grab my palm sander and I'm sanding them all down because that's going to take a while. I time-lapsed it and then I threw me up in the video talking about all the companies in a smaller window. I go to the website and I filmed it with OBS and I'm talking about the different companies while you see me go like this really fast, sanding everything down.
Thanks, all you guys. I wouldn't see in the comments. I was
trying and Patrick, as far as for that person that I was talking with, she asked if I would do this, and this, and I answered her questions, even though I don't understand the point behind 30 or 40 Instagram, what do you call them? Not reels, the other one.
Stories
that only last for 24 hours and are only 15 seconds long. That's what she was asking for. And I'm thinking 15 seconds long, I can barely open my mouth and talk. That's so quick, and they disappear in 24 hours. Sure, a wider audience can see them, but yeah, she hasn't got back with me in over a week.
You just got to hope that somebody follows you in that time.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that company and their requests. But hey, Tripod, what's going on? Yeah, Tripod and his wife, they went to the Lightroom experience, and his wife won an awesome laser while they were there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I hope he's made room for it. We were just having a space discussion.
Yeah, they
And
need to
then
buy a
she
bigger
wins the
house.
laser.
Tripod's out of room. His garage is full.
He needs a garage extension.
A garage extension.
Yeah.
Tripod second garage or so.
Yeah,
I have
there
a
you go.
huge shop, but I need.
No,
a
you just need to
garage
build a
in that.
high-rise building on his plot. You
Oh,
can't-
Dum
I
Dum
don't see-
Dev. It says he wants to win a laser on the Laser Makers Realm live stream tonight. If we reach 255 or 250 views and 250 likes simultaneously, we are going to stop what we're doing and give away Steve's Lasermatic 10.
Yeah.
So just
USA,
so you know,
free shipping, USA only, right?
yep.
Yeah.
So the next live stream that we get 250 and 250, we're giving away that laser. It could be tonight, could be 2 weeks from now. Who knows?
You're shipping it to me, right?
That costs
Matt,
too much money.
Don't.
Is something wrong
Aw.
with your eye, Matt?
No, I just have a Twitch.
Twitch.
You
Yeah,
already
we are
win
also on
everything.
Twitch.
You win everything that you enter.
Yeah,
I'm
didn't you
just
tell me last week?
talented.
Didn't you tell me last week or the week some other time you're getting another bamboo? Another bamboo?
No.
Yeah, you did.
T500.
Because you said you played in the 5th, remember?
Yeah, right now in America, anything
No.
that lives here, as you know, you can't
I
really
talked
buy
about
a house because
Yeah, the
the
T500.
prices are through the roof and the interest rates are too damn high. So even if John wanted to buy a bigger house, he probably wouldn't be able to because everything is so damn expensive right now.
Wow.
Everything
Yeah,
is really
it's
upside down.
About 7% interest. Yeah, 6 to 7.
He'll
That's
just
right,
have to
Pete.
build up and make a second level to his garage.
Yeah.
I'm staying with my 2.25. I love it.
Unless you got a very big extra living room in the house, and that could be your second hobby room. You could move all your printers and stuff in the house, and then have all your laser equipment and your CNC stuff in the garage. That free up room. If you
Well,
could
I
take
would have to dump my husband out of there, and that's where he does his gaming. So no, I'm not. I don't get to use my second bed living room for that. So
Yeah.
otherwise, we wouldn't be married because we would be fighting over the TV.
And what's he play, Jamie?
He's this lot of Starlink, Star something, but
Okay.
this new one that he got, Alan
Stardust.
something. It's a psychological horror. I don't know how he does it because I just sit there and watch him play. He plays a lot of Call of Duty and Battlefield, but he has headphones on, so it's like in the dark, completely immersed in this psychological horror video game. And I'll hear him every now and then go, "Oh!"
You know,
Yeah.
I couldn't
I had
do
this
it.
VR game, also a horror game, and I was just like 5 or 10 minutes in. I heard everything around me and was like, nope,
Yeah,
I'm out.
I'm like that. I get scared too easy. Now I will sit and watch any horror movie, but the games, I don't know. I'm afraid to die.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the one and the only Tripod's Garage popping in. John, everyone.
What
John,
up,
buddy.
John?
What's going on, peeps?
Hey.
What's up?
Have you
My
brought
sunglasses.
Sam?
Is it time for Easter?
Here,
Peeps?
that's the late. Yeah, my garage is an absolute mess.
Nice.
So just trying to make room.
Yeah, what's in the crate, man?
Oh, I do, dum dum.
That's the Mira 7.
I do all the time.
Neon Mira 7. 60 watt CO2. That's
Did you
Mrs.
take any-
Tripod's laser.
Which
Did you
laser
take any
was it your wife-
pictures?
What's
Go
that?
I was just going to say, did you take any pictures of you laying on the crate, like this, or any
Oh yeah, I
style
got
shots?
eventually, maybe not right now, because we bought the base, and the base delivered is almost $900. So
What laser
So
did you get?
Has Maddie been naughty or nice? Is she maybe going to get a laser for Christmas or no? Hard to say.
I don't know if she would even use it. So that's
Oh.
the problem, right? You give someone stuff, and I mean,
Yeah.
I've given away so many 3D printers, and I ask if people use it, and oh no, not yet. I'm like, then why do I even bother?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's, you try to help out people with them, and they're like, oh yeah, I've been wanting one for a long time. And the lasers, it's like I gotta be careful who I give them away to. It's like I've given Chris Travis like 2 and Dan because they've used them before, but otherwise I don't, unless it's brand new in the box, then I don't care. But if they're already assembled, then it's like, no, I don't want the possible litigation, so to speak.
I'm trying to find a, say, 50-watt fiber laser to test and review on my channel. I've been in contact with one company, and that seemed like it was going to happen, and now it's kind of like, I don't know. And then I'm looking for a bigger CO2 to put in the garage. Since I don't have any money, of course, I want to test and review these with video content because I can't afford to buy them. But that's what I'm currently looking for.
Hey, and tripod, it's time to collect. Jerry's got your right leg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it on. I was gonna
It's a little bit
make
bigger.
a comment on on there, but yeah. So you were asking if I have a spot. Yeah, it's I'm trying to frame out the window right now.
Is that cheaper?
So it's right there. So
Nice.
I want to put blinds, so I went to like Home Depot, and they only have like white blinds that you could cut, and I'm like, nope. And then of course all of them are cordless now, so it's like, then I was like, well, I don't want to be reaching over the laser to move it. So I'm like, you know what, Amazon, I'm just gonna order some remote blinds. This has a solar panel that I can put on the window. We'll keep it recharged, so I don't have to worry about it. So a little automation. And when you guys were talking automation and stuff, so I'm like, okay, it'll be the first remote blinds, and it'll be like $200. So not too bad.
Okay. Yep.
Do you need the light coming in that window? Do you ever look out that window?
No, but it's nice. Sometimes they have the extra light in here.
Okay.
Most of the time, it's a hindrance. So like when the camper wasn't there for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just the sun beating in here. It was pretty brutal. So it's needed a.
Well, if you need more wall space, you can hang something over it and block it. And
Well, yeah. Well, first I got to fur out basically block it in, because around it I have the furring strips, and then I have the slat wall, and then like gaps around it. So right now I don't have anything to really secure an inside mount to it. So I'm framing it out right now.
all right.
And then but I got to meet Patrick over there.
Yes.
And you'll
And
recognize
Rich is your really hobby guy.
right there, Patrick. That no one wanted to take home, so I wound up taking it home. That's
There.
there it is.
There he is.
See it?
What?
What?
That's that laser, that autofocus.
Oh yeah. I see it.
Yeah. So
So what do you think?
I haven't I haven't had any time since I
Having
got.
time? Yeah.
I had to get caught up with work, and then that darn 4-letter word. So
Yeah.
and then I would say it's more like my 5 to 9 job, 5 in the morning to 9 p.m. So, but yeah, I think it's a good idea. But
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the one and the only, the guy that ain't here very often that knows all about space, Liam, Astro Printer.
oh,
Annoying
man.
guy.
Hey,
Hi.
Liam.
All right,
Hey guys, how are you?
second.
Doing
and
good.
we have another person dropping in that was recently in a car wreck, a motorcycle wreck, and I hope he's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Pink.
Hey guys.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, how you doing?
What are you doing? I mean, if you want to be beaten up, you just tell us and we come around and,
Give me the once over.
Yeah, well,
Let's be honest now,
what the
guys.
cool
We're talking about
defenders
Matt
do you
here.
have done to you?
Hey,
Let's be
Rob,
honest. We're talking about
take
Matt. If
some
you blow up
jerky,
Matt,
man.
it's all over. So
what was that? I'm sorry, I didn't catch any of that.
I'll take some jerky.
I didn't have a chance to do anything with the deer. I was in the hospital from Monday night until Wednesday night in the trauma unit.
Ouch.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean,
How fast were you going? Did he run out in front of you?
I was going 50 because I saw him. I had about a quarter second to dump the brakes. He ran out full speed from the woods on the left-hand side or oncoming traffic side, and I hit him right about in the shoulder. He died. very much. It's one of those jokes. Well, you should see the other guy. I fractured my clavicle in 2 places,
Oh wow.
and his butt of an antler, because he was a young buck, tore my jacket a little bit, tore the shirt under it a lot, ruptured my adrenal gland, and caused me to have internal bleeding in my kidney.
Oh
Ooh.
my.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but luckily, apparently I'm pretty robust. All I have left is the fractured collarbone to deal with at this point.
Apparently, I'm pretty robust.
Dan.
I'm glad you're
As I
okay.
tell the wife after I fall, I say that I'm durable. So, hey, I'm glad to see
Rob?
that you.
You're like a
Any
tower.
accident you get up and walk away from is a good accident, right?
Well, thanks. Yes. Well, I didn't quite get up and walk
Yeah,
away.
but you know what I mean. You
Yeah.
know what I mean. If you come out
Yeah.
of it with your life, like if you can't fix it with money, it wasn't that bad. If you
Exactly.
can fix it, like, or sorry, if you can fix it with money, it wasn't that bad. But if you can't fix it with money, then you're in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So-
I think my bike is going to be savable too, even, which is amazing.
That's
And he
nice.
said easy fix, right?
Yeah. The whole front end is messed up, but not the suspension, not the frame, not the tank. Even the rear sets, like the foot controls, are all okay. The rear passenger peg got ripped off, and the handlebars are bent like a pretzel, and the headlights gone, and turn signals are all ripped off. But the frame slider saved the bodywork.
You know, they say that about me too.
Wow.
My front end is really messed up. Yeah. But it's good you're up and about. Like if you are laid up for weeks on end or needing serious surgery or whatever, it's a different story, right?
Yeah.
What kind of bike was it, Rob?
Ducati Monster.
Oh, you could have been going a whole lot faster than 50.
Oh, certainly. I mean, it was a 55-mile-an-hour zone, and I knew that there were deer in that area. If it wasn't a deer-rich area, I probably would have been going about 62. So, yeah.
You don't lay down like on like a rice rocket on those, do you?
Not Rice Rocket, but yeah, you are hunched over a little bit. It's definitely a forward-leaning bike, not like a recliner cruiser like a Harley.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But no, I killed him with my shoulder and my side.
Golly.
Ouch.
Hit his
Glad
head
you're
so
okay.
hard. Thanks.
I was worried. My mom and stepdad hit a deer about an hour ago.
If you
And
can send me one.
I was worried about them, but they're okay. They were in their car, and then I hear your story, and I'm like, "You just hit a deer, Mom."
Let's take a look at Patrick's setup here. Everybody's got an overhead camera
Oh.
looking down on himself.
Oh, that's nice, Patrick.
Yeah, I put that camera up just in case I was off. And I didn't want to, everybody look at my backside if I was framing something on this laser or messing with the Lasermatic or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Is that a
I'm missing one laser. I have 2 fibers and a third one goes here. But I'm getting ready to swap the source out. John, this is the one that I swapped the 80 watt out for the 120. So that's running a 120 now.
Yeah, so to give everyone, Patrick's is doing it right. So if you already have your lens and your box and basically the whole structure of a laser, say you have a 30 watt, that's what you do. You upgrade the internals, and I would just actually do a video. Hopefully, Patrick, if you do, because you save yourself. You probably save yourself 50%.
Yep.
So
I agree.
if not more.
Yep. And what I'm going to do is swap out in the 50 watt that I have. I'm going to swap the 80 watt into it and do a how-to video.
Yeah, I mean it's
Because
a
the 50
great money savings.
The 80 watt was a MOPA already, so it already had the wires there. So that was an easy switch. But the 50 doesn't, so I'll have to hook up a couple additional wires. So that's the one I want to do the video of.
Patrick, what's the square footage on that room?
It's like, what is it? About 14 by 30, 14 foot wide, 30 foot deep. It's a
Wow.
1-car garage.
Okay.
I think we should do a giveaway, roll a Polymaker filament, It will be USA only. Anybody in the world can enter and win, but it must go to a USA address. So if you win out of the country, I can either redraw or you can gift the roll to somebody in the US. Then I'll need their mailing information and what type of filament they want. You'll go to ziltech.com. I'll share the link if you're not sure of it, ziltech.com. They're based out of Texas. Their filament comes out of China from their factory. They sell extrusion. They sell big tree tech boards. They sell printers. They sell a little bit of anything and everything. They just came out the new filament line of dual and tricolor filament that they're currently selling. And personally, I think you should go pick one of the dual or tricolor filaments because it's very beautiful. I printed out some few things. I've done some videos for them. But let's see if we can draw one winner right now. And if you won in the last couple of weeks or the last couple of months, please don't enter because they don't like sending the same filament to the same people over and over. And everybody here, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say, yeah, I'm sorry. I thought it was Polymaker. No, I entered and I got it last week because Zach, you gave it to me, I think.
Yeah. You did say Polymaker at the beginning, so that's
Oh,
why.
I'm sorry. Yeah, this is for Ziltech. We'll do Polymaker giveaway after a while. I'll share that banner. But right now it's for one roll of Ziltech. And when you win, I'll give you my email. Go to ziltech.com sometime today. Email me back. Say, hi, I'm such and such. I won. Here's my mailing address in the U.S. and here's the type of filament I want. I'll contact my rep. She'll get it sent out Monday, and you'll get it sometime during next week, later on in the week. Let's go ahead and draw. And 5, 4.
And make sure you say you are such and such.
Yeah, well, usually when people respond to the email, their username is there with it. But yeah, definitely let me know who you are. So here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. One winner must be present to win. So speak up in chat if you're the one that wins and you haven't won in the last few months. HVAC, A to Z. Are you here?
Right on.
Sergio just entered.
Good job, Sergio.
Here's where he entered. Are you still here, Sergio? And congrats on winning.
I don't see him. He's not here.
He's here.
I see.
Come on. You just didn't.
Say something.
Matt's just saying that because he wants to win, but he's not in the States, so he can shut up.
Sergio, hope you didn't walk away from your computer. Say something in chat. There he is. Awesome.
He just said something.
All right, Sergio. Yeah, I know how to get a hold of you, Sergio. I just need your mailing address. Let me know what type
he
of
said awesome. He says I won. Yeah, thanks. He thinks it's awesome.
Congratulations.
Oh, Sergio.
Matt, you're awful.
Sergio, since you're a coin collector, I'm not really, but I got my very first U.S. American Eagle dollar.
Wow.
Silver dollar, American Eagle. I'm not into coin collecting, but I know you are. But that's the very first coin I've ever collected.
Well, hold on. Let me put you on big screen there. Let me find my mouse.
That's only a coin. You don't put me on big screen.
When my mother passed away, she gave my brother and sister and me tons and tons of old money they collected for years, divided it up. I wound up putting online.
Oh.
I kind of guesstimated face value and put it online and sold it.
It's American Eagle silver half dollar.
Nice. He says, what year is it?
That's not worth much, but let me see. 43.
Okay. 1943.
Yeah, I don't think any of us were around at the time. Yeah.
I'm not a coin collector, but I know it's silver because I have a way of testing it. If you listen, you can tell by the sound it's silver.
Yeah, before 64, it's silver.
Yeah. But you get there's a lot of fakes out there too.
Yeah.
So.
Who let the dogs out? Who?
Kate.
Kate.
Yeah, who let the dogs out? Kate.
Yeah, you can tell, but the whole idea of this thing is for testing the metal, whether it's real or not, by the sound. It wasn't steel pennies before that. I'm not sure. Sergio's a coin collector. I'm not. I just happened to get one, and I said, yeah, well, since I have silver dollars, it's the only coin I've collected. I have some Irish coins that are no longer in circulation anymore, but none of them are silver or anything like that.
So, Jamie, That big giant print you're working on from Wicked, from what I believe Harry Potter, right?
Yep.
And it took
I haven't
like
done anything else to it.
took like 50 bottles of resin. That's just crazy.
41.
41. That's
Bottles
cool.
of resin.
Yeah.
How big is this thing?
It's huge.
Oh yeah,
Sounds like a
must be.
Paul Simon song. 50
In rough
bottles of
dimensions.
Would you want to show any of it?
Yeah. This is
You
this
got
is
it.
the Gandalf side base.
Gandalf, so it's Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah.
It's Gandalf versus Balrog.
And
Okay,
that's all
so-
done. That's done in FDM, right? The base.
The base is FDM, yeah.
Okay.
And his
somebody,
wings are FDM.
somebody said Harry Potter, so
Yeah.
Oh, did I say Harry Potter?
And Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody said Harry
Sorry,
Potter. I can't
Lord of the
remember.
Rings.
yeah. Lord of the Rings is way better than Harry Potter.
Agree.
I don't know. It's debatable.
Ooh, nice.
Wow, he's insane.
That's his tail is like 4 feet long.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Holy moly!
Is that for a customer or is that just
No, and I just was like, oh, I like Lord of the Rings. I want to print that.
get your wishing you scaled it down now?
Yeah, had I known, oh my God. Yeah. I hollowed him, but I hollowed him at 3 millimeters. So he's not, I wanted it to be sturdy, because it's heavy. Just this piece alone is probably easy 20 pounds.
Oh, yeah, I stick with the 3 millimeters on any resin print I do. I never go thinner than that.
Sebastian's wondering what are you washing in, but since you're printing in pieces, probably your small washing cure would work, or you use a Tupperware bucket because he's thinking the print was that big, and no, it's all in pieces. And
Oh no! See, his head is 2 different pieces.
Yeah.
I haven't done any seams yet, so you can see.
Yeah, you can see the torso and so on is the
Yeah.
seam and across the chest. And yeah.
You're not using IPA, are you?
The wash-in.
IPA, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, part of it probably still was denatured alcohol, but that stuff gives me a headache. So I went back to 99% alcohol.
Yeah, have a window open, a fan running.
Yeah, always.
She's getting the IPA delivered in 50-gallon drums, one a week.
I wish I could. I do
The
buy
price of it.
4 gallons at a time because I found a good deal on Amazon, $68 for 4 gallons.
Yep.
If you find a chemical factory that's near you, they might sell direct. Some of them will, if we're doing large containers of it, and they'll ship it directly to you. It might be cheaper.
I'll look into that.
Find an IPA manufacturer that's kind of nearby, and they often will. It's like because they'll deem it manufacturing level, right? And they'll sell it by the 20-gallon drum or whatever you want, and you might save yourself 50% of the
I
cost.
would love to be able to buy like 20 gallons.
Yeah, you
But-
can get it out there in that size.
But I used my GK2 ultrasonic cleaner, and it takes a long time for that alcohol to get dirty. I don't know why, and I do.
Good, you just wash it first with something else, do you?
No.
Like mean green or something?
Nope.
I wash
don't.
it in mean green first.
Yeah, with my ultrasonic cleaner, I have mean green in, or a substance right now similar, because last time I bought it, I couldn't find mean green at Lowe's. But when I have a hollowed model, when I put them straight into IPA, I hate doing that because I get so much, I contaminate my IPA so fast, it's ridiculous. But I get lazy and I don't pre-wash it. I like to pre-wash it in another cleaner to flush out all that wet resin before I go to IPA. That helps extend the life of IPA. But
Yeah, I do. I let them drip for probably 2 or 3 hours. So there's very little runny resin still left in there. And everything, unless it's like super detailed, like her hair on this model that I just did, I wouldn't take the supports off of it. But everything big, I would take the supports off. There's no point in washing supports.
Which
Do you
slicer
clean
are
it
you
down with a
using?
toothbrush?
What?
Jamie, which slicer are you using?
What slicer? I
Uh-huh.
use the GK slicer. It's based on Prusa slicer. If I'm slicing them for the Creality or any cubic machines or anything like that, I support Prusa slicer because superior supports. Absolutely.
Yeah, hollow print shenanigans. It's really good to pre-washing something and get a lot of it out. That's what I've always done. I used to, and then I get lazy and I go straight to IPA. And I'm still using Anycubic wash
I
and cure
used to
tape.
use mean green a lot.
And if a part's too big, I just put it in a Tupperware tub, grab a bottle, and I start dumping on it, washing it.
I guess 4 feet.
Where's Tripod? He's
probably
gone for a
It's
while.
probably 3 feet.
Yeah. So what I do is I use an ultrasonic cleaner with the mean green.
Yeah.
Then when that's cleared out, when I clean that out, I IPA it. But by using the ultrasonic, I don't put the mean green into the ultrasonic cleaner. I put it into a bag, and I put the bag into water. So by doing that, the mean green that gets dirty in the bag. So I can just take it out and dump the bag. It's a Ziploc bag, and I can dump the bag then with the mean green in it.
And there's still a piece that has to be glued on down here. No.
Wow.
Here.
Did you slice it up or did they?
I sliced this in Luban because you can print it whole like this. I don't know. I would love to have a printer that did that, but or you can print it. They have it in pieces, but the pieces would like fit on an Ender 3. And I printed it on my CR10 V2. So I was like, well, I don't want to print those little bitty pieces. That's just more seams. So I put the full piece in Luban and sliced it and keyed it, or not sliced it, but sliced it up and keyed it, and it fits together perfectly. And it's only like 8 pieces instead of like a lot.
Yeah,
20.
there's a question there about how do you save the model with supports? So you add the supports and you export them out of your slicer with the supports on it as an STL.
I have a video on using Prusa slicer. Hang on, I'll share it.
Yeah, but basically you put the supports on it and then you save it as a model with the supports already on it.
Hey, Tripod, since you've kept most of your past diode lasers, I've sold most of mine. Simon has a question. He lives in the UK. What's a great laser room to be a beginner with for around $600? There's so many companies that make reasonable lasers that are anywhere from $300 to $600. There's so many companies.
A laser cutter.
It depends on your wattage and what you're using it for. I don't want someone to buy a diode laser and they're trying to do glass all the time or want to do acrylic.
If you're doing wood or ceramic, I love my G20.
There's plenty of brands out there from Atom Stack to X Tool, of course. It's just a matter of what wattage you're also looking for.
And the area you want to engrave, the size of it, the physical dimensions.
So,
because you can get some really large ones out there as well that are diode lasers.
Technically, they're almost, except for frame wise, they're almost all identical.
Yeah.
Well, they starter, but some of them there's some really big kits as well.
Yeah. But it's also like the Xer and the X Tool have been well known for quality builds, and their frames are very stout. So
I would love to have
you can achieve higher speeds without the thing like literally bouncing off the table. Or securing it.
I'll throw out the Lasermatic too if you increase your budget a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't recommend a K40 to anybody. The build volume is too small, and you can learn all about CO2 cutting, and you'll love it. And then you're going to go, damn, it's so little, and you don't want to tear it apart and open it up. It's so much work and expense. I don't recommend it.
My busiest laser that's used all the time is my K40. It's nonstop on the go.
Yeah.
I probably use it about 4 times a week.
If you want to make artwork and signs and inlays and multi-layered prints, the build area is too small for what you're doing.
I agree.
And pencils, it's great, but if you want to make any kind of a sign or really cool artwork, a K40 is just too little. You need something a lot bigger.
I do hundreds of these,
Your stack sticks.
on my K40.
Is it as big as 12 by 12?
I believe it's 8 by 12 or 9 by 12. It's not
Yeah, it's
that
about
big.
9 by 12. But like I
That
just
would
said,
be
I
big
do
enough for what I
on
want.
my K40. I do hundreds of these sticks for a company.
Yeah.
And like, and that's what my K40 is busy doing. All like, it's not busy every single day, but it's busy. I would get days where I'd be running it 3 days in a row, and then I'd get other days that I'd have days, like it depends on how many batches he wants done and when he wants them done. But
You
I
can
want
engrave.
it
You
to
can
cut
engrave with
acrylic.
the K40, but a CO2 laser is primarily for cutting. You can engrave with it, but a diode does a better job depending on what you're doing. But primarily for cutting things out,
Well,
even clear acrylic would be a
Yeah.
CO2
the
laser.
K40s were created to do rubber stamps.
Yeah.
They're actually designed for engraving. Those rubber stamps that everybody uses. That's what
Yeah.
they're designed. You can get laser engravable rubber, which stinks, but it's safer to use than regular rubber. And people use that to create rubber stamps. And that's what That's what the K40 was primarily created for.
Yeah, rubber stamps used to be popular. Now people, occasionally tinker with them. This for nostalgia.
Oh, you see them being used all the time. But yeah, that's what they were designed for initially. They were used for rubber stamp manufacturers.
It's new seeing you wear glasses. Usually you're not wearing
I've
glasses.
always
Liam.
worn glasses, Jerry.
Have you? They're a different frame or something. You look different.
I got a new frame today.
Okay. Patrick, you guys are live tonight, right? 6 p.m. Pacific.
Yes, sir, we are.
Awesome.
I'm going to show you the Rolly running at 10,000 speed, or the Lasermatic Mark II. It's
Share screen.
9 p.m. Eastern, whatever that is.
Yeah.
That's cool, Matt.
Switch magnet
What wattage is that?
for Veterans Day.
It's switchable between 10 and 20. There's a little switch on the side. So you can switch to 10 to have a little smaller spot size for better detail, or switch to 20 for engraving and cutting.
Mhm.
Simon,
Okay.
on my channel, Simon, I've done a lot of diode lasers in the past. Nothing real current other than the Lasermatic 10. And then also Tripod's Garage. Check out John's channel. He's done a lot of current stuff. He does a lot more laser stuff than I do on his channel. And just see what different people have posted on YouTube with different types of lasers to kind of give you an idea what you might be looking for.
Yeah, I've got content on all different types on my channel, whether it's CO2 galvo, UV, diode, fiber, CO2 gantry, whatever. Let's see a little bit of everything.
The Raleigh Lasermatic 10, and then they came out with the 20 they just came out with, is an awesome laser, but they're not cheap. And if you're a beginner
I
just
don't
getting
even know
into
what
it,
that
unless
is.
you have a lot of money to spend, the Raleigh is a perfect laser, but they're, we're talking like $1,000 for the Lasermatic 10.
But it has everything you need.
Sorry, Da Vinci. You're best to use it on a brand new nozzle. Don't use it on an old nozzle. And that's the thing you paint on. You have to reapply that every so often. So be aware of that it's not just apply once and you're done. But it works, it helps. I wouldn't use it for PLA though. I'd use it if you're doing ABS or PETG or something that's or TPU that's really, really sticky. I wouldn't use it for most other stuff though. Like if you're only printing PLA, I don't see a benefit in it because PLA cleans up easy.
Patrick,
Jerry?
I got a question for you.
Sure.
Okay. Since you seem like you are the one that got most of the variety, you've got a diode, you've got all the other types. In your humble opinion, what do you think is the easiest, not for a beginner per se, but like just for any job you want to do to like, hey, okay, I see this project I want to do, or somebody wants something done. What's your go-to laser?
If it fits, I go to the Lasermatic.
Even with everything that you've got.
For wood projects and cutting and engraving wood, I will typically go to the Lasermatic. Sometimes I'll use the CO2 galvo, but I just like that I can throw it in there. It's all enclosed. I don't have to worry about setting anything else up. It's just it's there and done.
And
And
for
then
a
he's
guy
doing that-
with what you, I mean, because I know you've got some nice
Yeah.
equipment in your shop. That's why I
Now,
asked.
This I did with the Lasermatic. The new Mark II comes with that chuck rotary. So if somebody was wanting to get into doing tumblers or round objects, it comes with a chuck rotary that's built into that price. So you're getting everything you need. It even has a Lightburn camera.
Yeah,
And
Sebastian, I had a 2
and the
trees
air
laser that
assist.
worked really well.
And the air assist is on and off with Lightburn.
Yeah, power's not everything now. And Rich, the Louisiana hobby guy, talks about that.
And here's the low profile chuck rotary.
Nice. It's a bit like the X tool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's similar. Look, it looks a lot like that tool because I have that one that was sent to me by no, why can't I think of his name?
Oh, Jerry, Smart are releasing a chuck rotary for their Prover CNC machines.
Yeah,
Because they use NEMA 23 motors,
yes,
higher torque motors, and they have a rotary out for their CNC for the NEMA 17s for their
I have
smaller
that, yeah.
machines.
I have that.
But they're releasing one now, in the next month or so, by probably for Christmas, with the NEMA 23 stepper motor on it for the Prover CNC systems. I was talking to them the last few days.
Since this past summer, I haven't been in the garage doing any videos on my CNC, and I got that small rotary, but it's so small on the 4040 CNC that I have is that it's good for chess pieces, basically. It's very, very small.
Guys, I gotta run. It's almost 4:30.
All right, take
All
care.
right, thank you very much for coming in, Jamie. You have an awesome day.
Absolutely. See y'all next week.
Hey, Jamie, remember when you get that all done, be careful what you glue together. It's got to fit out the front door.
I know.
So don't make it big.
I know.
True.
You won't own it forever, and it's got to get out the door. So be careful what you glue together.
Yep. All right. See
Take
you
care.
guys.
Sebastian, isn't
See you
the
later.
6040 the NEMA 17 steppers?
Mine's a
Isn't it?
4040.
That's the 6040.
I've got NEMA 17s. Mine's that same Smart 4040. It looks like a mini Infinity CNC, that small one.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I got. I was given the 4030, but it's a NEMA 17, and you can go up to 1 meter by 1 meter with an upgrade kit.
Cool, Kate. That'll be nice to see. And
Hey,
Kate,
Rob-
if you ever have trouble with a 3D printer or anything, and anything smokes, never throw it away. Everything can be fixed. Don't get pissed and throw it in the garbage. Everything can be repaired. And there's always somebody that can help you.
Banana bee. Banana bee. I don't know that one.
You can brick certain things.
Yeah, but at most you're out like a power supply and a control board, maybe a
Yeah.
screen too. Yeah.
Hey,
But
Rob,
that's an industrial level.
Rob, did you play the video I sent you? Get
I
on your
don't-
motor scooter and ride.
No, I didn't have a chance to do that. I was in the hospital still when you sent that.
Okay. Well, that was just a like a get well video. Cheer you up.
Oh, thanks. I will watch it.
I mean, you know the song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bob, if you need to have a few days off, you don't have to play sicky.
Well, it's kind of a joke actually at work because I got that Lyme Rocky Mountain thing, and then I recovered from that, and like the next month I got a flu sickness that took me out for a couple days. I got over that, and then in I don't think it was a stream. I think it was just a hideout, a video chat hangout. I got a motor wire to my eye, and that took me out for several days. And then like I recovered from that, and I'm like, well, my eye's feeling better, and it's like the last nice day, and I'm after work. I'm gonna hop on my bike and do a 40-minute ride, and I hit the darn deer. It's just like can't
Daytime or
You're
nighttime?
accident prone.
dusk, like 6.
So, Rob,
Mm-hmm.
you need to turn around and get one of those bubble suits because it's not safe for you to leave the house.
Yeah.
Well, I joked
agree.
with my coworker that which has been picking up all the slack while I've been out, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna bubble wrap myself for rest of the year. I promise you that. And she's like, thank you. So she's been
Yeah.
super supportive, super awesome. Like all my customers are incredible. But I can tell that it's started to wear a little thin with her, with my coworker, because she's having to pick up slack for months now.
Yeah, so
So
I'm happy.
yeah.
Yeah, life
Brandy.
happens.
Hey.
Liam, I'm glad you're alive.
I've always been alive.
But just so you know, deer jerky is awesome. Try it sometime.
Well, I'll have to figure out a better way to hunt.
Yeah.
maybe with a 30-06 or a 30-30. Yeah.
I've got a picture of the dead deer in my phone, and a picture of me like laying in a hospital bed in a sea collar with like oxygen and stuff like that. But I don't know if
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the one and only, the real Sam Prentice.
I was
Sam?
just wanting to watch a one-legged guy, fall off of a ladder in the middle of my screen there. I was kind of thinking it's going to happen any minute. He's kind of gone a bit Stevie Wonder today. What's going on with the glasses?
Were you thinking or were you hoping?
Well,
Leave it to Sam to bet against the odds, right? Well,
come on, then get back up there.
Hello, Roger Brown, channel member. Hello,
He was
welcome.
cheering you on, John. He was hoping for ratings for Jerry.
Hey,
Yeah,
Sam.
I'm sure he was.
Yes.
You're hanging on the wall.
Oh my God,
But,
I didn't even see that. I've been watching the stream for a while. I didn't even see that in the background. That's
I
very
still
odd.
have your body missing, so if you can send me the files.
Yeah, I think that might be coming.
Files or the body parts?
Oh, seriously. I asked a few people to basically do some stuff with the model, and I sent it to Wexter, and it ended up coming back with a massive penis on it. So, like,
Yeah, Sam sent me that picture. Like, no.
Hey,
Had a
Sam,
big lump.
that image on the wall with Matt. Stalker alert. I'd be worried about him.
no,
At
he's
least I
all
didn't.
right.
At least I didn't size it way down the other way.
Exactly right. Exactly right. God. Well, there we go. Look. Come on, John. Do something crazy.
So, Sam, are you back in the UK for a minute, or are you getting ready to leave again and head out?
I'm leaving on Tuesday morning at like 4 a.m. Up to Heathrow Airport and into Germany for a couple of days.
For Formnex, or
yeah, so that's kind of weird. And I'm not with Creality, which is really, really strange. What's kind of curious about that whole situation is when you don't go with a company that you're frequently working with, or they won't sponsor you or support you. Funnily enough, their competitors come after you.
Oh, really? Do they?
Yeah, in quite a big way. It's kind of funny. And I was like, okay, this is going to be interesting, but I don't want to burn any bridges, so I'm having to be a little bit frugal with who I'm working with and stuff. So it's good though. It's all good. So yeah, that's happening. And then we've got Smurf at the end of the year. And then that's kind of that. So
For this year.
Yeah, I want
they come over for Rocky Mountain as well in April.
Yeah, I think I'm doing Rocky Mountain, and then they're flying me to Rapid in Anaheim.
Okay.
So
In California.
Yeah. And then I've got to be back just before my son's birthday. So yeah, it's kind of it's been a bit of a weird situation. I think I've got about 10 trips planned for next year. So yeah.
You know,
Making some air miles. Do
You
you?
said your son is really cute.
Oh, thank you. He takes after me.
of course.
Hey, when he gets bigger, maybe
If he
can go
must
with
say so himself.
when he gets bigger, maybe he can go with Dad on his trips and be in a lot of his videos and his shows.
Could be. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But it's been like I say, the worst thing about going away though is coming back and then seeing the piles of printers that are kind of stacking up. So literally, I know someone was talking about the GK2. I've got that printer. They're really desperate for me to get that review video out. And then Creality have sent me another K1 Max, which is a bit iffy. I'm just trying to fix that now. And I've also got the Frozen Sonic something or other. Oh, the Sonic Mighty. Sonic Mighty? I think that's the big one.
I have the Mighty late. Yeah, I have the Mighty. I have the Mighty 4K.
Yeah, so I think this is the later one. I don't know. But,
that's a 12K, I think.
Okay.
Hey Jerry, I've got to bounce.
All right, Rob.
All
Thank
right,
you for stopping in. I'm sorry you hit the deer. I hope you get better, and
Sam,
just be careful. We don't want nothing to happen to you.
All right, thanks.
If you
I may
ever
drop
get
in
rid
a
of
bit.
that printer, let me know.
Okay.
If I ever what? So say that again slowly.
If you ever get rid of the Mighty printer, let me know.
Okay. No, we've got a project going on with that one. I don't know if you saw any of the footage from Formnext in Shenzhen. Frozen has teamed up. The resin company has teamed up with Loctite, and they've made this like super crazy weird resin that's got impact proof resin.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
She's got legs.
That's Jerry's build girlfriend's kit.
Hopefully by Christmas I'll have it done. It'll be 7 foot tall. Here's one of
I
the
already
legs.
did. She's got legs earlier. You're too late.
What's the rest of
mine.
the song?
Gotta come with another one.
Right?
What was the other one? Yeah.
There you go. What?
Why is John wearing glasses? That's what I want to know. What's he wearing his sunglasses?
He's running a laser.
They're the only safety glasses I could find. They are safety glasses.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Josh popping in. Hey, Josh, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Josh.
Josh guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Josh popping in. Hey, Josh, how you doing, buddy?
Someone's got an audio delay.
Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Josh popping
Oh, no.
Man.
That was
Hi, Josh. Hi, Josh.
that was and I see Jerry's gone through the change.
Yeah, he looks different.
Oh, man. That's bad.
Oh, no.
You do realize, Sam, by saying that she's going to smack you upside the head when she meets you.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
I heard that about you, all right?
I do want to meet you one day, Sam, though. Liam,
Well,
you're in trouble with me, too.
Where'd Josh go?
I'm in trouble.
You've always been in trouble with me.
He had a delay
Well, that's
issue. Prior rebooted.
I'm consistent, so that's a good thing, right?
Right.
See, Betty Boop have no problems with me.
And you're right. I like you, Matt.
Hey,
You're nice.
Sam, Zora finally gave me the email to the correct person I need to contact with Creality. So I contacted that department and gave them all my information. But of course, I never heard back from them.
Did
So-
Who did you get?
Anyway, no worries.
Who did you get?
I don't remember what department she told me to contact with about the K1 Max. So,
That's where we can put it.
because I usually ask her in her live stream that she says one thing and then nothing happens. She was the last live stream. She says, I don't know the people in that department. I don't have any influence. I said, I know. That's what Sam told me. And then I emailed her and she emailed me right back and said, here, contact this department. So I don't think it was
Yeah,
a specific
as I
person,
say, what you got to remember about Creality is that the company's so big. Here we go again.
Hey, Josh.
You got to remember about Creality is that the company's so big.
You've got two microphones on, Josh. You got two windows open.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, you got a big delay.
Yeah, just mute.
I don't know what's going on.
I think
There
you've
we
got
go.
YouTube open at the same time.
My bad.
There we go.
You ever do technical stuff for like 40 years of your life and then
It fails on you.
get all silly?
No, that problem.
What kind of colors do you get? Color purple.
Yeah, when I started this alien build,
Oh,
I
I can hear
contacted
you.
Congrove Reality, and there was one other company regarding their biggest printer to use it in my videos about this build. And I got no response from all three, so I'm using my X1 Carbon and my iFast from Chitty.
This
what
alien is
I'm-
going to scare me when it gets back.
So anyway,
They'll probably put it in my bedroom to scare the crap
Oh
out
my
of me.
gosh.
because Polymaker is sponsoring all the filament, Gloop is sponsoring the glue to put it together, and
Hey,
I'm using
There's
loop
Jen,
bands.
look. There's a wild Jen in Tripod's garage. There she is, look.
Oh, a very rare species.
Don't tell me you're helping him. Don't help him. We want him to fall over.
Hello,
Yeah, push him, push him.
And nudge him as you pass.
how you doing?
Oh,
Here, I'll make it smaller so you can see everybody.
Hello.
how much she wants to see everybody. Okay, I'm doing my sugar piece.
All right.
Our sugar piece.
Yeah, the mixer was turned on for some reason. I turned it off.
I didn't have it turned on.
When I plugged it in, it started running.
I didn't turn it on.
Okay.
I didn't even mess with it yet.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
wait
there
for
it
my
is.
P500.
There you are.
Yeah,
Sam.
so she had to go and grab my crutch. It fell over.
Sam, what do you think
Oh,
of
really?
the K1 Max? Honestly,
Sorry, say again.
what do you think of the K1 Max? I haven't watched reviews on them. I was wondering what you personally think of them.
They are. They could be a very good machine if Creality just had consistency with what they're trying to do with it. That's
Okay.
it, really. So they've just sent me a new K1 Max. I literally got it out of the box yesterday, and I don't know if you can see this, but there are. Hang on, let's see if I can get a zoom in on that.
White is a bad color to show on camera.
It's not white.
Well, it's like a beige.
green.
Hang on, let me get past
Yeah, it looks
this.
like a cream
Can you see
color.
that?
Oh wow, that's bad.
Ooh. Yeah, so a lot of that's going to be down to the belts, and it's got a ton of ringing in it. And I was like, that is horrendous. I mean, look at that.
Oh wow,
How
Oh,
bad
yeah.
that's straight off. So
that's 2017 stuff.
yeah, so then I changed slicer, and
Oh,
it
same.
didn't really
A little better.
it didn't really do anything better. So what this is going to be down to categorically is going to be down to the belt tightening. So possibly, I don't know how long this one's been stored for. It's a recent run, this particular K1. So they're doing all the right things in the factory. You know, they are doing the quality control, they are doing the testing, and for whatever reason, one reason or another, they just, you know, it's like 98% there, and it's just that 2% that constantly lets them down. And the reason that they sent me this new K1 is because it was supposed to be going to Smurf. And of course, I'm going to have to go back to them and say, hey, you know what? This, you know, I've just tightened the belts up literally before coming on stream here. So I'm running a test print now, and, you know, I'm hoping that it's going to be a much better quality. But if it's not, you know, again, if you're a new user, you shouldn't really have to be messing around. You want your first print perfect. You almost want the Prusa perfect print.
Well, for the price of it, it should be, right?
Yeah, I think so. And of course, we're not talking Ender 3s now. You know, even the Ender
No.
3 is
We're
a
way
better
beyond
quality,
that.
is a better quality than that. And of course, that is a budget print, a budget printer. So yeah, they should be high. They should be at a higher threshold at this point.
Did you just change the board?
I was considering one for early next year. I was considering one because of Toys for Tots, because I can do more on it. But if it's not there yet, then it's not there yet, and it's not. I won't invest in there, because I won't be looking till early next year anyway. To be like after the new year. But
Well, if you're looking early next year, then there might be another new printer on the market by then.
but I need large bed though. The max or size, because you can do a lot on the P1P, and I've done a lot of printing. I've done 5,500 toys on the P1P, right? In the last year.
You're along the right lines. Let's see what they come out with next.
Yeah. So that's why I was asking for your opinion, because I haven't looked. I haven't looked at the reviews on them or anybody else. I need to run any reviews on them. I'd rather talk to somebody who's actually who has been done an awful lot of work with them as you have. So because you're so embedded with quality.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Sergio popping in HVAC A to Z. Took me a minute.
Got it
Hey, Sergio.
Hey,
everybody.
Sergio.
How you doing, guys?
Yeah.
I just got back from it was 4 hours of driving. Heavy traffic.
So, that 4 hours, nothing. I have 24 hours to do in April. One way, non-stop.
I don't think anybody drives more than Zolan. That guy.
Oh, he
is
drives
all-
ridiculous hours.
He is
Yeah.
all over the U.S.
Yeah, but he doesn't. He does like maybe 8 or 10 hours in a run, and then he jumps around. I'm doing 24 hours straight through, from here to Texas.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
From there, 24 hours? Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Oh,
from
well,
Michigan
yeah,
to Texas,
yeah, that's about
it's
right.
24-hour drive, stopping for gas and food, and not even stopping long for food. Like most of it, be eating in the car, stop now and again when you need to. But I'm planning to run straight through to Texas in April, and then when I'm done, I'll do a straight through run back of 24 hours again.
Yeah, it took us 42 hours from New York to the border, the Mexican border. 42 hours it took us from New York.
Wow.
Twice. We did it 2 years in a row.
Yeah. So what you do? You stop over every now and again.
Just stopped for gas and food. That was
Yeah.
it. And bathroom.
Yeah, I think my longest drive was from Frankfurt to Warsaw in Poland, and that was something like 36 hours
Wow.
straight
Yeah.
through.
I can't do those long drives anymore.
Well, I have to because I have to. I'm leaving I'm leaving on a Thursday. I need to arrive there Friday, because my place I have an Airbnb booked Friday through Tuesday, and I have to arrive there Friday. I have a presentation Friday night. I have a presentation Saturday morning. I have a presentation Saturday night. Sunday is set up for the eclipse. Monday is the eclipse, and Tuesday is drive home.
Sergio, where did you share the picture where you're wearing your Darth Vader costume? You have the whole costume on. I seen it the other day. I thought I saved the picture, but
It was
now I
on
can't
Twitter.
find it. Okay,
On
I'm on
X.
Twitter looking.
On X.
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
Liam, I'm getting the T500 Congro soon.
Okay.
After
Who
the
isn't?
10th
Who
of
isn't getting that? Who
got it.
isn't getting that printer?
Ah.
Who
I want.
who isn't
wanna-
getting that printer?
Igloo.
Oh.
How much
So
is that day one, Sam?
Hey, I heard somebody say large printer. Has anybody seen the Igloo Orange Storm Giga?
Yeah, we'll see it Tuesday.
Yeah, 800 by 800 by 1,000.
Wow.
Ouch.
Yeah, I saw them showing it on their site. Yeah,
Crazy.
Could literally live.
the largest I have is a 500 by 500 by 600.
Oh.
Just to say it, that with the Elegoo Neptune Max, they have the build plate of 410 by 410, and those plates are going on the bigger printer. It's just, it's huge.
People that were watching last week, Sergio has a really nice Darth Vader helmet that he bought up on his shelf, and it's really cool. Very pricey, and here's a picture in his whole outfit right here.
Awesome.
Awesome,
cool.
dude.
Cool.
Okay, Sergio, I have to ask, what's with the pose?
My wife was taking
Ouch.
pictures, and she's not a good photographer, and I was moving, and I said, "Look, leave it."
I'm hearing excuses as well.
Hey, Sergio, give us your best I'm your father.
What's that?
I said, give us your best I'm your father.
We've all got Darth Vader
I've
masks.
I've tried to duplicate his voice, but
I'm your father,
That
Luke.
helmet has a voice. Here, hold on,
I am
Sam.
your
Here we go,
father.
Sam. That helmet has a voice synthesizer in it, don't it?
No, not this one.
Can you make that?
I haven't worn that in a long time.
Why doesn't fit anymore? Head too big?
No, it
It's too busy.
it's not my head, Matt. It's my ego.
Yeah. Dale, hello. How you
Yeah.
doing today?
It
This
does
thing is
affect
really
the head.
nice.
You know that.
Wait,
Are you
isn't that a
breaking
waffle?
stuff, Sarah
Isn't
Joe?
that a waffle? Let go my ego.
Hey,
Oh
Sam.
yeah.
He
Sam.
doesn't know.
Eh.
He doesn't know that, Bob. Sam doesn't
Now,
know
after
that.
Sam, after Matt saying
Let go
that,
my ego.
that printer he was asking you about a while ago, you've forgotten about his request now, right?
In the dark, it looks really good because when it goes back up and down.
With
I can
LED
choose
lights.
red, but I forgot how to do that, so I got to look at the instructions.
It's LED, right?
This is made by. This was that. What do you call it? Damn, I can't remember the name now. All they do is lasers and stuff. He was featured on.
Are we doing a Who's Bigger?
On Monday.
Adam Savage's channel or something?
No,
On Monday. Oh, you mean Jim's channel?
Yeah, Jim's channel.
Hot Mix.
Last year sometime he was featured on there.
Hmm.
The company who makes this. I gotta find a way to turn it off.
You see, I've learned one thing, guys. I have to come in every now and again because of the reason why is the last time I was here, Jerry turned around and said, he asked me, "Are we still friends? Because you don't come in anymore." So now I have to show up every now and again.
Still. What are you doing there?
He's guilted me into it.
Well, we used to chat a lot offline, and then it's like you don't come on much, so I don't call, I don't message you, ask you questions.
Oh no, feel free to message me. I'm just buried with work, so.
Oh, Sam's not on yet.
Oh, I do. Oh, since you're talking about new prints, I haven't painted it yet, but you see my SLS to scale.
Yeah.
That's an NASA SLS rocket at scale.
That's the new one
same
to the
scale
shelf.
as the Saturn V. Now that is 1 to 110 scale. So I haven't painted it yet, but I put it together.
That's neat.
And right now I'm printing a space shuttle to scale.
Ooh.
So that will be it's probably going to be about 1.5 feet tall. Maybe a little bit more than that. So that's yet to be painted and like sanded and painted and stuff. But I have assembled it, and that's the new SLS. And then I have to redo these two to scale because this one, when it's done, like the Falcon 9, would actually only be about this high, the height of this part of this rocket here. And then this one would actually be taller at scale because they're not actually to proper scale.
Nice.
So,
yeah, I just got all the stuff for putting together all those light boxes. So I'll be busy for the next week or two.
Yeah, I'm also printing. I finished printing. I'm waiting on the motors and stuff to come in. I'm doing an Adreno-powered tracking unit for a camera as a star tracker. 1 second, guys. I have a call coming in.
Kenny, Sam has done a few rat rigs. He knows a lot about Big Tree Tech boards. Do you have a Big Tree Tech question? Sam might be able to answer it.
I'm actually okay right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because I already got everything. Hey, Sergio.
Yes.
I forgot what it's called. I forgot who did it, but I can just that bamboo storage system that you got.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I saw that the file got removed from the bamboo site. Do you know what that's all about, or did you hear about that?
No.
Because I went to download it the other day from Maker World, and it's adios.
Well, Maker World has been, because of all the flack, has been removing stuff that shouldn't have been there. But if you go to Prusa's website, I believe they're still there.
Or printables?
On printables, yeah.
Hey, Jerry, give me 10 minutes. I'll be back, okay?
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, I think they're on printables also.
Hey,
and I think that was one of
tripod
the problems.
Yeah. Bubble bath, bathtub. Sam Prentice head pops up out of the bubbles. That'd be kind of funny for a video.
No.
God, remember those bubble things when we were kids? You know, with a little figurine. Can you imagine Sam's head on top of one of those? You know, the
Little
bubble bath set.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
How's that, Bill? How about no?
If you can find it.
What?
Gotta have a little fun today.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
Yes.
is that
Hey
the
Sam,
body
yeah.
skin?
I wanted to print one of those sounds. So if you ever want to release it to the Jerry would like to print one, then I'll have one of you and one of Matt Farmer.
Yeah. I don't want us kissing though.
No.
Gonna be smooching, Matt Farmer. You know.
I think it's going to be a little bit dangerous now. I would be careful now.
Well, one of the things I was going to be doing at Formnext with Creality was to scan a load of YouTubers. That was going to be the idea. And we were going to do that. And then they just weren't able to commit to doing the job. So I was like, all right, there was going to be Joe Telling. There was going to be David. There was going to be Zachary.
Yeah.
Zach didn't even know. So I was like, yeah, let's do Zachary.
I
as
didn't
well.
know
He can do that.
anything.
No, James probably. Phil, 3DP UK was supposed to go, but he now can't go because of his work. He can't get out of work. I told him to just shit himself. And I kind of figured that maybe that would get him out of work, but he doesn't want to go through with it. So, you know, he booked the tickets.
Those are Dave and I. We get the tickets from 3-day Prima again, like last year.
You should. Yeah, but you're missing a trick. You're missing a trick because you should have got the press pass.
Yeah, but I'm only going for 2 days because
Doesn't
I'm
matter.
already.
Doesn't matter. If you get a press pass, you get somewhere to sit, and you get food and coffee and drinks all day, all for free.
I didn't know that. I did use the press card just for 1 day.
You don't even need a press card if you say that you're doing, because obviously we're advertising, it is news, YouTube videos, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That all still counts. 100% all still counts.
Oh, I need to check with the Formnext then.
Yeah, you can probably just do it now. Mine came through within about 10 minutes. So but yeah, if you go with the press pass, they feed you. There's a whole kind of room for you. It's the same with the VIP. If you have a VIP pass, it's basically a similar thing but better food.
Also, when I'm going with somebody else.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And then they look them up and be like, oh wait, it's Zach.
I got
close the doors.
I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you saw on Instagram this week, but Formnext has been posting stuff up on Instagram about, you know, the show and stuff. And I made a cheeky comment, and I'm very much on their radar now. And the cheeky comment was to this photo here, which you might not be able to see. So that's the photo, okay. And my comment was, next up on prison visits. And they say, luckily it's a very appealing prison set that's set up, don't you think, Sam Prentice? And I went, for sure, I'm awaiting my day release next week. So and they followed me. So, you know, there's something that came out of that at the very least. So we'll wait and see what happens.
No, but you mentioned that prison, and just as I saw the picture, I'm totally agree with that. I'm only missing the orange jumpsuit.
That's it.
Yeah,
definitely.
You didn't say anything wrong.
No.
All right. Here's a pressing question for November. It's here. Black Friday month.
Oh yeah.
In the printing laser realm or whatever printer. Do you got anything you're looking forward to buying this year? Anybody?
No, I get all my stuff for free.
Like good sales, you know. Well, I mean, yeah, we know you, Sam. You get all everything. So, by the way, why did you have to change out that board? I didn't get that part.
Because it was throwing an error and the error, unfortunately, the tech support couldn't tell me what the error was to do with, and apparently it's the same error for 5 or 6 different things. So, yeah.
Anybody see that 142-hour print from Stefan?
What?
Did you see that?
Yes.
8 colors. That thing looks awesome.
Absolutely. I also saw Design Prototypes tests Twitter comments on it as well, which was kind of amusing.
I didn't read the comments yet. I got to.
Oh yeah. No, he's a classic. He's a class act, and I respect him enormously. I think he's got some good points. But yeah, one to check out when you've got a spare 5 minutes and you don't care about wasting that time.
No, I saw also something passing by on X earlier this week, and I was like, why?
Yeah, I keep flirting with Joseph Prussia. That's quite that's an ongoing love triangle that I keep engaging with. So
TMI.
I am also trying to do that.
My wife's making cookies, and I'm kind of assisting her so she don't blow up the kitchen.
I'm also trying to flirt with Joseph.
No, I didn't say nothing wrong.
Yeah, you should just go to Formnext and just a nappy and that round your neck, and I reckon he would definitely pay you some attention, Zach.
Yeah, because I'm going to see if it is possible to get some signatures on here from the Prusa stand, from Joseph Prusa.
Oh, he'll do that.
Because this is Prusament Peggy. So basically
Prusa.
My wife don't understand my humor, and when I say anything she doesn't like, she tells me to die. That's her words to me all the time.
Wow.
Yeah,
I took my MK3S to Earth to have Joseph sign it. Unfortunately, I had to leave because he wasn't there, and I had to leave. But I was going to try and make it back Sunday, but so I didn't.
He was probably having a lay-in. He normally has a lay-in. If it was what time was it?
Oh, Derek. Huh?
What time was that where you tried to get him to sign it?
It was in the morning. I guess I got there. It wasn't too early. I guess it was about 10.
Okay.
When I saw you walking through the door, right after that's when I got there. Remember
okay.
When you came out, when you were walking through the door back there, yeah.
I do remember it.
He wasn't there. He wasn't there yet. He came later, but I had to leave. The grandkids were driving me nuts.
Okay. That's a shame. No, he's a good dude. He is a good dude. There was that. There was like the meal and stuff afterwards on the Saturday, and I think there was plentiful drinking that went on. So yeah. Oh yeah. And don't forget, Zach, there's a party on Tuesday night. There's a rave, in fact.
I'm coming on Wednesday, not on Tuesday.
Oh, well, you're going to miss out on the rave, and you're going to have the absolute pleasure of me with a hangover.
I got a hangover. But we can meet afterwards. I don't know what all people's plans are on Wednesday. And no, it's only Wednesday. Thursday, I'm also already going back. But I'm also at Smurf.
Yeah. Oh, and that's going to be even worse.
Oh, yeah. I will be there Friday. So
Smurf is going to be... Oh my God, we're going to go to a venue called the Alchemist, which is a big cocktail establishment. And if you don't know about me, I do like my old fruity cocktails. So watch yourself. Yeah.
You like a pina colada?
Yeah, John can't handle a fruity cocktail, but we did get him on the caramel lattes. So
What's your favorite drink then? Pina colada?
Long Island iced tea.
Oh, all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give away a roll of Polymaker filament. It will be one roll. Anywhere in the world that they ship to must be present to win. And what will happen? We'll have a winner. I'll leave you my email in chat. If once you're present to win, take my email, contact me. That way I can send you the proper form tonight or tomorrow that you fill out with Polymaker. It may take them 2 or 3 weeks to get back with you, but you will win. And I have a form I fill out with them also. So let's draw a winner right now and see who wins. Anybody on screen can win. Do hashtag Polymaker in chat. And yeah, and here we go. And if you don't want it when you win it, we can redraw or you can gift it to somebody else. So here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Got 33 entries. One winner. Let's see who we got.
I have to win.
Polymaker is some of the best filament I've ever used. And I've tried many brands. Chris Travis. Congrats, Chris. Are you in chat? Chris Travis, are you still here?
Hey, Pathless.
Wake up, Chris.
Here he is. Congratulations, Chris.
There he is.
Hey there.
Here, Chris, I'll give you my email. Just send me a random email, Chris, and I will get the form to you tonight in the
Random
morning.
email?
You can fill out with them.
Random email address. Okay.
Yeah. Subject car warranty.
Here you go, Chris. Here's my email in chat. Besides, you know how to get a hold of me anyway. Congratulations on winning.
Hey, you said random.
Yeah.
Everybody's a joker, a smoker,
Got
a
it.
midnight toker.
Cool. Josh, let's talk to Josh. He's been there for a minute, and we haven't got to talk to him yet. What have you been up to, buddy? What's going on?
Where's Josh's wife?
She ran away.
Ah,
I would do.
How is that?
You
How is
scared her
that?
away.
Do you have that working yet?
The SunNAS is working good, kinda. So I'm still learning how to dial in the percentages and everything. And like anything else, you got to know the diameter of the filament that's going through it, because it does have a specific throat size that it's creating the join to. And
No, I'm not related.
you got to spool it up a certain way, so you do need a thicker diameter core. So once that join comes out, it's not just instantly going around a smaller core and creating, a quick bend in the join that it just made. But the spooler aspect is nice. I'm sure some y'all just saw me finagling things around. So depending on how it joins the seam afterwards, again, it can easily snap if it's joining too cold or too hot. And now I'm thinking this filament sat around in my basement for the last year as just random splices and this and that. So like anything else, I think somebody else just mentioned seeing Stefan at CNC Kitchen, his video about filament recycling. And he mentioned that, he forgot that this filament was coming out kind of bad and wasn't adhering to itself good because he needed to dry his filament. So right now I've been kind of dealing with weird splices, and I feel like I got the temp and everything down, and it's going pretty good until it hits either, I think, extra diameter thickness in the filament, or as I've been trying to get out of my mouth, I need to stick this into a dehydrator and get the moisture out of it so that the joins are seaming properly. Like anything else, you can say I'm dealing with user error right now because the machine's actually really nice. I got it for PET 1 joining. The big thing right now in PET pultrusion is being able to join the filament in a nice production status, something that's reliable, consistent, and streamlined, that we don't have to do by hand. Some of us don't have the best hand methods. So the SunNAS filament joiner, which if you go to my little tag right here at jrt3d.com/SunNAS, that'll bring you to my written review as well as the Kickstarter link. And that will show you there is 40 days left on the campaign. They have already been funded, which is super awesome. They did open up sales from Europe to pretty much globally. Shipping isn't too bad. So I think at the end of the day, depending on where you're at and what everything transfers to financially, it's about $250, and then I think another $30 or so to ship it. So me personally, I think that's pretty good. If you look at things comparable that are able to do this or keep up with the options of what we're doing for joining the filament, you're looking at the Mosaic Palette Pro 2. Specifically, that model works for joining Pet 1 filament super good, but that's $500.
Josh, let me answer this question real quick. Smoky Bud, I have a GK2. I've never tried Wi-Fi on any of my resin printers. I just put them on the USB stick and plug them in. Kenny also has a GK2. Have you ever tried your Wi-Fi, or you just use the USB stick?
I would love to try my Wi-Fi. I mean, granted, it's right behind me, my GK2. But yeah, I'm interested. I'm a techie dude.
Okay. He just wondered if anybody had used it. Jamie has a few GK2s, and I'm not sure she's ever used her Wi-Fi since they're in the same room. It's just, USB stick and print.
Anyway, Jerry, I've actually got one of those in for a review at the minute, so I'm doing quite a lot of work with the GK2. And the GK2 does have a Wi-Fi module. It's about $16 to $20, and they've also got a 12K screen upgrade that's going to be coming out in the next couple of months as well. So, which I thought was quite nice that you can upgrade your current machine to a better system, which I kind of like. But in all intents and purposes, it does seem like it's going to be pretty good, but probably not as good as Anycubic's software that they've got out at the minute, which actually sending a file to your printer anywhere is pretty damn awesome. So I don't think it's going to be as good because there's, Uniformation is still a very, very small company.
Yeah, still a good printer.
Yeah, on my version of GK2, the heaters are above the bed in the back of the printer. The version that Kenny has, the heaters are below the screen underneath it, where they, to heat up the resin. And when I film most of my time lapse videos, I have to have my door open, and the heaters won't activate if the door is open.
Yeah, sure. So what the reason for that was is that the chamber style heater was leaving lines in the layers, which they were reported back. And then obviously now they actually heat the vat heat the screen and heat the vat rather than heating the chamber. So, but yeah, you're right. You're completely right, Kenny. Being a small business doesn't mean that the printer's not very good. What I'm saying is the development that goes into the development and their spend that goes into, working out the software kinks. Anycubic's one is better, but I would say that the GK2 is probably a better printer than most of the Anycubic branded ones.
Yeah, I haven't seen Scott in a few weeks. I'm not sure. Have you heard from him? How is he doing? Have you heard anything, Sam?
No, I really don't know. I mean, there was a thing with Creality where he was supposed to come to the laser show, and then that didn't happen for him, and then he's kind of gone quiet, and I've not really heard anything about that since, which is a bit of a shame. I did reach out to him about a week or so ago, and he said he was moving. I think he was moving the business or moving offices.
Okay.
So that's kind of all I know. I think he's coming up, or I know he's coming over for Smurf. I think that's still happening. But no, I've not talked to him in a little while. And again, I'm still editing a lot of the videos. Caleb was supposed to be doing some video editing for me. That's fallen through. I am looking for a video editor to take on a few projects, especially for next year, because I'm back out to China for a couple of times filming again. So I could really do with being able to send the footage to someone and then them kind of doing the magic and, that kind of business. But, unfortunately, as I say, the Caleb thing, Caleb was supposed to come to China with me. That didn't happen. And now he's going through a few things at the minute. So, everybody's got stuff going on. Even, Andrew from 3D Gloop's been quite unwell. We caught him at the LBX show on the last day. And, again, like you, Jerry, we were sort of expecting some gloop and stuff. And he's just been a bit too unwell to get it out in time. So,
Yeah, I've been talking to him, emailing him, and he gets right back with me, and he's on my Facebook group. But, yeah, I waited too long. I had the 2 small bottles. He's like, as soon as you need more, let me know. I waited till I started using it. I have trouble asking people for things. And then when I asked him, he's like, okay, I'll put you in queue. And it should have been here Friday, UPS. Then UPS pushed it back till Monday. So I want to finish my legs, get that video out, and he's got a bigger bottle coming. Not their biggest bottle; it's one underneath that. And he's sending me a couple beakers that I'll have in this video that I'm working on now, also.
Yeah, the worst thing about 3D gloop is that I actually waited so long to use the PETG gloop that it actually evaporates. It actually evaporated. So that was that.
Does it evaporate in the bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a problem. There was a batch problem with a load of the caps, and it unfortunately just got out.
Yeah,
so.
the new cap is supposed to be better.
Yeah,
I've got this.
Yeah, I had the old ones with the metal lid, and I got the ones now that have that double stopper inside there. So while you're gluing, you just press it down and it seals itself. So before you screw it on.
And it's also facing upwards. So if you press it in,
I'll be back in a minute. Get me some.
Okay, Sam. So with the last week's show, with the laser show, what did we get out of that? What impressed you the most? Not being a laser guy.
What impressed me the most? It was
that double rubber in there.
Yeah.
Double rubber. Crikey.
Yeah. Well, whatever you want to call it. It's got that other rubber seal right inside there. It looks like a piece of metal. And it's got a piece of rubber. So once you press that straight down, it locks itself. And then you go to your next part and you can pull it off. You don't have to unscrew it. Then when you're completely done using it, just screw it down tight. So, and they got the real fancy packaging that these come in. So, but yeah, it worked really well. I'm using duct tape to back it up for all these alien parts. Glue both sides. I pre-sand them, wipe it down with a wet towel to get all the sand and debris off. Well, I wish the glue was thicker because it's like water. It's real runny. I wish it was thicker, but it does work. So glue both sides, stick it together, hold it for like 30 seconds. It's tacky, and then duct tape it overnight. You're good to go.
Cool.
So back to the question.
Oh, sorry. What did I learn about the laser show? Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a ton of different lasers out there, which I've kind of been learning about. Unfortunately, I didn't get to sort of do too much with any of the talks or very few of the talks. I saw Pooch's talk because we sat at the front and heckled him while he was there, of course, which is typically us. And but what I did notice is that there were a lot of really, really good, wholesome people. Not too unlike 3D printing people, but there wasn't as much drama, which was quite nice. And it was actually quite nice to go away for a couple of days and not talk about 3D printing. So
there's basically no camps, right? That people are in. It's people just enjoy it, and it's there's none of that drama. I mean, it was a very relaxed atmosphere. People got
what was the does anybody know what the head count was?
No, I don't.
How big of a show is it?
Early on, it was over 500 that came.
I mean, I know that was the first one. That was hosted by Lightburn, right?
Yeah, but
it was Lightburn. Yeah.
You need to understand, this isn't like a Murph or a Smurf or
right.
It's not. It's not a open to public event. It's purchased tickets to come in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you're looking at over 500 people, and the tickets weren't exactly cheap to come in. I mean, they gave you lunch and dinner.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen because I pulled up the videos.
Yeah. So
hey, Kenny, you don't want to hear this, but you are lagging. I know you got a lot of money tied and everything. It must be hardware.
But,
wow.
But yeah, it was a different type of. It was a.
Hey, Tank Live, how you doing today?
It was a learning event, right? People were going in there for sessions, and the people speaking about how to do things.
Hello.
So it wasn't. I think that if they opened it up to a makers area where people could come in and try to, I don't know, like advertise it a little bit more, right, and get the public in, like where you see these Rip Rap festivals. So,
what are you up to?
Dinner will be ready whenever.
Interesting.
So it was. I think it was around 500.
Yeah, cool.
All right. Nice show.
Yeah. And so they're looking at like every 18 months or so.
So I just realised who 3D Printing Cornwall was there. I looked at it and thought, is that who I think it is? Then I was like, yeah, it definitely is. Definitely is now.
So that's I think. Did I clear it up a little bit? What you were talking about there, Sam, about how it was just a comfortable area. I mean, it was like But we did, we always had the people that hung out too. So you got
I mean, there was a lot of we met a lot of people. Nobody seemed to be sort of off limits as such. Everybody seemed to be kind of friendly and kind of down to talk about whatever. I did get that thing a lot where people are like, "Oh, do you work for Creality?" And I'm going, "No, wait a minute," because you don't quite know what you're going to get. Are you going to get someone that's going to be positive? Are you get someone that's going to be negative? But we were there talking about the Creality Falcon 2 lasers, and of course, as you know, I did also steal a rug. So
yeah, someone wasn't very happy about that. It was his rug.
Sorry, what, Sean?
Yeah,
yeah. Well, you'd have to bleep this out, but that guy, yeah.
Yeah, he said that was my rug. Oh, yeah. I didn't know it was assigned to you, but whatever.
It wasn't his rug in my suitcase, though, was it? Dear. Never mind.
I got to get going. I got to go to Home Depot. Got the wrong nail gun.
Christmas tree.
Sorry?
You put it in your living room in front of the Christmas tree.
I did. The Christmas tree's real. The presents were AI.
Boss Stick makes a good nail gun, John, if it's air.
No, I'm not anywhere near a professional when it comes to power tools. I just stick with the Ryobi brand. It's fine for me. So because I have all the batteries and the whole system. So yeah, but no, if I was more into if I did it for a living, being on a ladder, that would be interesting. Then yeah.
Hey Jerry, the dust extractor that you have is a 2 horsepower version, right?
Oh, geez, you're peaking really.
Is it loud? I didn't adjust anything.
Yeah, you are. How much acid did you drop before you just said something? You're peaking really hard.
I didn't touch. Let me check the audio settings. I didn't touch anything.
It's not made the language barrier any easier, though, has it?
No.
Okay, I said
where's Lightspeed? We need the translator.
It's a big Harbor Freight one, I believe. It's a 2-horse, and I took it apart, mounted it on the wall, and I got that filter from a semi for like 150, 60 bucks. I put the big giant filter on the top of it instead of the paper bag.
My question is, do you like it? Is the dust extraction really good on it?
Yes. Works
because
really good.
there is a return one at local Harbor Freight for $160.
I don't think I paid much more than that for mine. I forget.
They're about $260 new.
Can someone give Josh a little push? He hasn't moved. There we go.
Yeah, I think I got a 3-inch or 4-inch, 3-inch hose going down to the router, which should probably be a 4 or 5-inch. But yeah, it seems to work fine. I'm perfectly happy with it.
I was thinking about getting this one because there is one that was there. It's already
happy with it.
It's the same model. Sorry?
Nothing.
Yeah, I always go with a 6-inch hose, but yeah. Minimal.
I have a picture. I don't think it's still on my computer, but you see my video of it.
Yeah,
I got yeah, here it is, right here.
Version. They have one out there, but it's.
I took it apart and mounted it on the wall.
Yeah, they have one there, but it's a I think it was a display model or whatever, but they're selling it for $160, and they're normally
that was good, John.
$260, I believe.
Yeah, I forget what I paid. I thought I paid like $219 or something like that.
Yeah,
but yeah, it works really good. It's got that rolling cart. It's got a plastic bag down below to catch debris, and then it's got a paper bag up top, which most of the debris goes right through it. That's why I put the big filter on it.
But I'll be wheeling it outside and running it. I just want to collect the heavy stuff.
Okay.
Did you you all saw the damage to my car, right?
You can show us again. I think you mentioned it. I forget what you had.
I only have it on my phone. I don't have it here. I got rear-ended a week ago.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that sucks. That's a lot of money.
It's all right. That's what insurance is for.
But, and you got a real bumper on it too. So
yeah.
So it's going to cost. It's going to look like it's going to cost about $6,000, maybe $7,000.
Jeez.
But that's what insurance is for. But yeah,
it's a rip off. That to me, that's probably when I look at something like that. That looks to me like maybe $2,000 or $3,000.
The whole tailgate has to be replaced. That's $1,000.
Brand new car for some people.
I know.
Yeah, but
thank you, Josh.
Tailgate is $1,000.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. These vehicles are throwaway vehicles, and it costs
I'd be
$6,000.
putting duct tape on that.
Oh, you thought I was bad? Here's you thought mine was bad. The car that hit me.
I love it when a car hits a truck in the back. Yeah,
that's what her car looked like. She rear-ended me. I'd stopped, and 5 seconds later, she hit me.
Well, to be fair, Josh, we don't know if there's frame damage underneath. It could be a twisted frame too.
On mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they won't know that till they take everything off and actually get inside.
After seeing that car, now maybe I'll eat my words back and say, yeah, it could be at least $6,000, because if that frame is twisted, then it could.
They'll have to pull it out.
It could be junked out now.
More duct tape.
Yeah, more duct
tape. Duct tape.
I totaled an HHR just by bricking the A-frame.
Or spit and bubble gum.
Yeah, well,
yeah, my daughter Ford Focus went right underneath the truck, just shredded her Focus.
Oh yeah. Anything hitting the back of a truck is going to crumple.
Oh, that's one thing that's great about having a receiver on there, because you just see that the hood just becoming an accordion.
Yeah, well, like
everybody, I'm going to bounce.
She didn't even hit the receiver. She turned.
See you later, Josh.
Josh, have a great day,
everybody.
When she hit me, she turned a little bit. So if she came straight on, it would probably be more evenly dispersed on her side, and less damage. But the way she turned a little bit, and so her front driver's side all crushed in. Her as you see, her hood went from this to this. But yeah, the earliest I can get me into repair is December 4. So I'll be dropping it off on December 4.
Someone follow behind you.
Probably a week or two.
Yeah, have someone follow behind you and see if your truck drives a little sideways but straight.
No, she doesn't.
She?
Every machine is called a she.
Oh.
Everything with a motor in it, boats, cars, it's all called she.
Yeah, I seen a truck on a video one time. It's framed with rack. It's driving down the road cockeyed. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, because the rear axle was cocked. Yeah.
I got in trouble with.
He didn't push in that far.
Talking about pronouns and cars recently. So
we don't talk pronouns.
Yeah, we're snorting some
standing strong
stuff there for a second there.
I'm a stickler for a car is a car, a truck is a truck. When I see a cop in a video pull over somebody in a car and they call it their truck and they call it a car, it really irks me. It's a pet peeve. A car is a car, a truck's a truck.
Yeah, but I drive a car, Jerry, right?
Yeah.
I got in. Let me tell you this real quick. So I got into a meeting when I got back on Thursday morning. I got in around midnight in the UK, and then my meeting, I think I was up at 6, and the meeting was at about 9. And I'm going through the meeting and blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, this is something that you can put into your garage. And everybody just like, oh, God, how American are you now? And I was like, oh, dear. Really let myself down with this one. Awkward. Never mind. But what I was sniffing, just so you know, this is what they call fishy filament. This is a nylon. This is a nylon filament that I believe is just about to kind of go worldwide. And what's really cool about this is that it's actually made from recycled fishing nets in Cornwall. So they take all the old fishing nets, they buy them, they treat them, and they turn it into nylon.
You did a video on it before.
Yeah, I've done a few bits. The octopus that I did, a lot of the tentacles on the Lozbot were made out of fishy filament. So that's the last bit that I've got. So the guy who's 3D printing Cornwall, I think he said something about giving a roll away in the stream if you want to give a roll away in the stream.
Cool. The Pavement Princess wants to know how much it would cost to fix this beamer that he put in. I put in the private chat. Yeah, that hood alone, I don't even want to know. It's gonna probably be at least $3,000 for that beamer to get fixed.
Oh dear, you should just scrap it. Woodman's. Oh wow.
Yeah, see, Woodman's. That's a big place. It's totaled, really.
It's totaled.
So 3D Print Cornwall wants to give away a roll in the stream. How will we do this? I can run the giveaway, but somebody email Sam, email me, or
he will ship it out directly. So he's a business in the UK. But from what I understand, the filament is about to be resold by quite a big reseller. So I don't know who it is. I can't remember who it is. I did read it the other day, but it's a tricky filament to print, or it certainly was in the version that I've got there, because you've got to keep it really dry.
All nylon is a nightmare.
Yeah, so dry. So filament. Okay, so Filamentum are doing it. Are they national? Can we do this to the States and stuff as well?
Be careful,
Mike?
John.
Later, peeps.
Love you, John.
Sorry you didn't get
John.
to see me fall off a stool or ladder.
I'm sure I hear about it.
Yeah.
So printing nylon ideally requires your dryer to be, first of all, you have to dry it, and then you need to keep it dry constantly while you're printing. So ideally you need a reverse Bowden setup. So you need to have a Bowden tube coming out of your filament dryer straight into your hot end, so there's no exposure. Because if your atmosphere is anyway damp at all, like in fall, like in the autumn or fall, like it is right now, even 1 foot of travel in open air will absorb moisture.
Okay, well, let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway and not get hung up on the details.
1 second.
Say that again, Sam.
Let's do a giveaway and not get too hung up on the details.
I like details. Give me
all the dirty details.
Oh my god.
Well,
Deeds in the
just
done
make sure you have a high
dirty.
temp. I would say make sure you have a high temp printer.
Stephen, thank you so much for chiming in there, because I had no idea what he was saying. I was totally over my head.
I said film and dry box, didn't I?
Yes.
There's a banner,
So what
guys.
do-
Hashtag
so what do we-
fishy.
Yeah.
Hashtag fishy.
Hashtag fishy.
Yeah, he might also give away a banana cleaner if you're lucky, but that's another story, probably for another stream.
But that's on his OnlyFans page.
Oh, I really want to wish.
Okay.
I really want
Pretty
to. I really want to.
Wall, thank you very much.
Hang on, I need to get on your stream and do the thing, because I want to win some.
Come on, fishy.
Here, little
Getting some fishy filaments.
Like I'm a polymaker partner, I can't enter.
This is getting real fishy.
It's something fishy in here.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said.
What does it smell like? Salmon or cod?
It doesn't smell like anything, but the interesting thing is there's probably going to be some fish DNA somewhere in the mix.
So, are we going to print benches with that then?
Sam,
Or
do you want the winner to email me and I'll forward it to you?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Your
That's
people will
good
talk
for
to
you.
his people.
Yeah. Yeah. Mike's a good
Yeah.
guy. Very honest.
Whoever
Very
wins
honest
on the
man.
drawing, you'll email me your mailing information. I'll forward it to Sam, and he'll get it to 3D Print Cornwall.
Last time I saw him, he was at TCT, and being involved with Fishy Filament, he was in a full sailor's outfit, and he had a string vest on with a blue jacket, and he was talking to one of the reps from Bamboo, who is no longer a rep for Bamboo, by the way. If you don't know that, Mike, he left. So he had these big boots on, like Duran Duran in the 80s, really big boots. It was
Tripod shared this link in the back room earlier, and I forgot I didn't post it. So here's what Tripod was sharing. I'm not sure what that was for.
That was for K2 Kevin's busted up BMW.
Okay.
His one of his kids crashed the car while we were at the East Coast Rep Festival doing Sharefest, I believe.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Yep.
Was he okay?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I know why it didn't work. It says opens in a new tab. Here, let me do that again. Every time something is in private chat and I copy and paste it, at the end of it, it puts that in a new tab text on there.
Yeah.
Well, I just got to delete that. Okay, here it goes. That'll work this time, guys. Sorry. That happens every week. It's been happening for about a month now. Yeah, I don't know what's with StreamYard. Okay, we got 27 entries when we close the banner. And this will be for one roll anywhere in the world that Polymaker delivers or ships to. Is that correct, Sam, or no?
He's not Polymaker. You keep saying Polymaker. He's fishing
Well, I thought
filament.
that was Polymaker brand. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was Polymaker brand.
No. So
Yeah.
it's a custom. It's from the shores of Cornwall in the United Kingdom. They, as I say, they retrieve the. So normally, what they used to do is the fishermen used to cut the nets away at sea, and then the nets would just go out to sea, and then all the baby seals and turtles would get caught up in them and stuff. So what they do now as an incentive is they pay the fishermen to bring the fishing net back. And then again, they retrieve that, and it gets made into this filament. So it's a really nice recycling story, actually.
Yeah,
I'm a visual kind of person, like Sebastian says. You had it in a Polymaker box, so I thought it was Polymaker brand.
That's why
Yeah.
I was about to say that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I had
I
it in
entered
a very
also.
old Polymaker box, actually. That was you're quite right. Yeah, you're quite right.
Sorry
It comes
about
in a lovely plastic thing that you just dry the hell out of it. Dry it so hard that you don't know what to do with it anymore. That's
About 10 hours.
Does it come with a side of tartar sauce or
It
vinegar?
does. And if you need any information on how to dry something, just go over to Liam and speak to Liam.
3D
Get a
print
towel.
3D print Cornwall. Do they have a website, Sam, that I can share out?
Yes, I'm sure he will put one up in a minute. I don't. He's worked for a few different companies, so I don't know quite what he's doing.
He won't be
at
able
the
to
minute.
post it in chat, but you could send it to you, or you could share it in a private chat, and then I can post it.
Come on then, Mike. Send it to me.
No, I hope
And
you're
then
not with Polymaker.
let me share the link out, and then we'll do the drawing.
Oh, he sent me a couple of nudes. Oh, he has sent me a
Lightspeed.
benchy.
What's going on, Lightspeed?
He sent me a benchy.
Lightspeed was in the fishy business for 25 years. I know that. He still is. Very fishy indeed.
Mike has just sent me the Dewberry What's It. Here it is. Hang on a minute. I'm just posting it up now. Christ, that's a long old email. Right, here we go. Private chat. This is like a Lowell Moses stream. Did that send? Yes, it did. Where we just string it out for ages.
1 second.
Hashtag fishy. Hashtag fishy. Yeah, it's cool stuff. And like I say, they've obviously found a reseller to work with, so that's good. That's really good news. There we go.
Hope you've been doing well, Lightspeed. Hold on, dogs. I'll give you a bone in a minute. Just a minute. Let's do our drawing real quick. Turn that off. Let me share my screen. Don't bark at me. Just a minute.
My female dog does that all the time.
Let me grab a bone real quick, and then I'll draw. Go ahead and keep talking.
Yeah, no, my dog doesn't bark. She only barks at people coming out to the house. But other than that, she's very quiet. Even when she wants something, she comes over. She puts her head in her lap, on her leg is what she does, and looks up at you.
I can tell you some more stories from TTT where Michael was there with the guy from Bamboo, and he was giving him a tall tale of time at sea. You're back. Okay, go on then, crack on.
All righty, guys. 29 people entered. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see who's going to win. Fishy filament from 3D Print Cornwall. Pez
Yay! Amazing.
Congrats, Pez Liz. Are you in chat? I think she's still in chat.
She is. I will hand deliver it to her. How about that?
Doesn't Liv have an X1 carbon?
She does, yes.
Oh, that's
Pez
perfect.
Liz, are you in chat?
I'm in the chat.
Here she is, right here. Congratulations, Liz. So you say you're going to hand deliver it. You want me to have her email me and I'll give you her information, or are you going to take care of it?
Oh, I've got her information. Don't you worry about that.
Okay. Congratulations, Liz. Sam will get a hold of you. 3D Print Cornwall. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
I saw that. I think a lot of people miss that one, do they?
What can I say?
By the way, what's up with the Europeans get stuck in? What's up with that phrase get stuck in? I've heard that a lot. You never heard that on YouTube? Any of those guys over in Europe say, let's get stuck in?
I might say that from now on every single one of my videos. Let's get stuck in.
Yeah.
Is that a saying for the European YouTubers?
I've heard some YouTubers, yes. Let's get stuck in. And you're like, let's get started, type thing.
Yeah,
I get tired. I get tired of people
that.
saying, and without further ado, that's the one that really irks me. I get tired of
I hate no worries. I hate no.
Yeah, I say no worries. I picked that up a long time ago. No worries.
Oh man,
no worries.
It just sounds too cliche.
Yeah.
Paisley, fishy filament.
So does the saying too cliche.
No, you have also the saying, "Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Subscribe." There are also a lot of gamer YouTubers saying that. Please.
I need to eat this week. Please subscribe.
I don't want to get stuck in. Yeah, I don't recognize that phrase.
Yeah.
I've heard it very rarely.
Maybe we are watching the wrong channels then, Jerry.
Then on Street Outlaws, they're over in Australia, and they're challenging for a race. If the Americans win, the Australian guys got to do string cheese, a can of string cheese, because they think it's disgusting. But if the Australia guys win, they got to do the other team's got to do Vegemite. We won. The Americans won, so the guy had to do a wad of canned cheese.
Christmas
cheese whiz
going on over on Twitch for the drop game.
Oh.
We currently got 40 people watching, 16 on Twitch and 22 on YouTube, everyone. And the drop is running. For those watching on Twitch, it's a Twitch game for those on YouTube that don't know. But I think everybody probably knows.
I do know. I'm also popping by.
Wow, Steven just sped up. He's going to make it. Oh.
No, he skipped.
Where are you supposed to land? Where are you supposed to land with that thing?
Supposed to land in the snow. You go bang drop in on Twitch.
Oh, that little mound. I can see the mound.
Yeah.
There.
There I am.
Okay.
I didn't realize you were Irish. Oh, there's an elf. No, it's an elf. Okay, sorry.
Oh, I'm going to miss it. Yeah, bye-bye.
Did everybody in chat see the big alien leg that I'm working on? I'm printing a 7-foot xenomorph alien. I have the legs done, but I ran out of glue. So I've got more filament. It'll be coming soon. I've contacted my rep on Discord. I'm just waiting for a few codes and I'll get it ordered. And then my gloop will be showing up Monday. And then I can get the video done. Hopefully get the video out Monday night. Show it again. Okay.
He calls it an alien. It's really, he's printing himself a girlfriend.
Yeah. Here's one of the two legs for the xenomorph alien. If I get it all on camera.
Jeez.
Yeah. One of the two legs. The other one's on the table behind me.
And our NGC top got legs. Yep.
He will be 7 foot tall. It was sliced up in Luban. Matt German helped me go into 3D Builder and Luban and cut it up properly and figure out everything. He helped me figure all that out. And I plugged him in each video that I did for doing so. And I just got to figure out where I'm going to put it.
I thought Luban had a way to auto slice for you. You just give me you specify the dimensions that you can print and take go for you.
Matt German helped
well, it wasn't that simple, and here's why. Wicked came out with a one-piece model that I took and I put in Luban, but when I sliced it up and printed one part, it was very blocky, like 2016.
Oh, it's low poly.
So I contacted Wicked about it, and he said, no, take the 3-piece model and size that up. It'll work fine. The 1-piece model is meant to be scaled down, not up. So then the 3-piece model, we put it in 3D Builder. We took the 1-piece model in 3D Builder that came out of Luban that was sized up 7 foot tall in millimeters. We took the same, and then we put the 3 parts in 3D Builder, which is free on Windows. We sized them up to what they look like the same. Matt helped me. We kind of slid them all together in 3D Builder to line them all up. And then we measured in 3D Builder to make sure the same height. Once it was, then I saved those. I put them in Luban each part, and then I chopped them up. Because it was a little more complicated because if you take the one part, you put it in Luban, you don't know how tall, where to cut the model, how big to make it.
Yeah.
So anyway, it worked out, and we got it all done, and it's been printing away on it. If that made any sense, what I just said.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
You said your infill is what again on that?
I've been doing anywhere from 5 to 15%, depending on the part. And I'm printing everything on my X1 Carbon, and on the model was sliced to fit on my iPass, Cheaty iPass. And since no other companies that I try to contact reviewing their big, large printers to use for this build to help gain traction for the videos in that company, they didn't get back with me, whatever. So I'm printing on my iPass and my Bamboo Labs. So anyway, a lot more prints and posts to do.
I would think so.
So how much filament do you think you'll go through by the time you finish it?
At least 32 rolls.
Oh, okay.
And I've already went through. I got 13 rolls so far. When I get a code for filament, it's good for $100 plus free shipping. That's $86 in filament. If I pay the difference of the $9 and something, I can order the 5th roll. So the first time I got filament, I did that. The second time, I got the 2 codes for 100 each. I couldn't afford to pay the extra $20 to get an extra roll of filament, so I didn't do it the second time.
So Jerry, you just need 4 of these then.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
that's pretty big.
That's how you print those aliens with this.
Yeah, but if you ever need to dry it, they're hard to manage. Something that big.
I've never had to dry them because I go through it so fast. I like this lasts about 3 weeks. And it's gone. It's done.
And that was 10 kilo?
10 kilo, yeah. That's recycled PETG. I pretty much solely use this nowadays for everything. And it's like this is recycled PETG. This one here.
Is anybody in chat from Stoke-on-Trent in the UK? Please say hello.
And I started gluing Paul the Alien back together. I had a little bit of gloop, like 1/4 of an inch in the bottle, which isn't even enough to do one part of the big alien. I've been slowly gluing Paul back together.
Matt, why would you assume anyone was from Stoke-on-Trent in the UK? Just out of interest.
Because I know earlier on some people were watching from Stoke-on-Trent.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Sergio.
So,
yeah.
Wondered if need that.
What you working on?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to leave, but watch you on my iPad because I got to go take care of a couple things downstairs. So I'll see you guys later.
Thank you very much, my friend.
Sergio.
Dropping in. Really nice seeing you.
Take care, everybody.
Yeah.
May the force
take it
be with
easy.
you.
Bye.
I'm
Take
your
care.
father, Luke.
I'm your son.
No, no worries.
That you have to reverse the role when Luke says, "I'm your son," and Darth Vader says, "No." You remember that, right?
3D Print Cornwall, would you like to drop in on screen and tell everybody about your company and your filament? We'd love to have you. Here's a link.
He's got
right
a
here.
face for radio, unfortunately. Jerry, he's got one of those faces. You don't want to meet him in a dark alley.
Ooh, okay.
He might do though. Who knows?
You're welcome coming on screen. Anybody watching, you're welcome come in.
He's a lovely
Nicholas,
man.
if you have time, Nicholas, we haven't had you on in a long time. You're welcome.
Come on down. Here's the next contestant.
Yeah, I think like a week ago, I did my first story on Instagram. I know it's only 15 seconds and it drops the next day. I think I did 1 or 2 of them. I'm trying to learn how to do that whole process versus a reel that stays up all the time. Because one of my videos, I had Jason music playing in the background, but on screen, Actually, Jason music was playing. It said on the screen it was Jason music. And then later I got on my phone, I'm messing with sounds, and I don't know, it overrode it or something. It was some other music, but trying to learn how to work with reels and stuff.
Just you doing it's a banana cleaners.
Yeah, Mike is an importer of banana cleaners into the UK. He's it's part of one of the, he does 3D printing and banana cleaning. So that's how I know him.
That's what they call it now.
My last time that I was on Instagram, that is from 2021, and it was the BQBX.
Oh wow,
that was a long time ago.
That was a great printer. Not.
I gave it away to the guy living in Friesland.
It was the last Kickstarter I did, actually.
Yeah.
Dreadful.
You're all done with it.
Well, it had potential. I can't give it away because I paid money for it. So yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
But I will be giving away a load of printers at Smurf. Like anything that I've got that I'm not currently using is going to Smurf. So there you go.
There.
Yay! You can have. Oh, I threw away all the G-Techs that I had, actually, unfortunately.
Hey, Matt, are you going to be driving to Smurf, Matt, or do you got to fly there?
Drive.
Oh, okay. Is that close?
Yeah, 3 hours.
Ladies and gentlemen, DB3D Dan is popping in. Dan.
Hey!
Hi, guys.
Making my Nexus.
Yeah, I just did like a 2.5-hour stream installing the NG Revo from Micro Swiss on my V2 over here. So
I really thought you were going to say the BQBX then.
Oh, I should have, but yeah, I'm not lucky enough to have one of those.
No one would have watched it.
You're well. At least I would have known. I would have had more creative freedom, I guess, huh?
Oh, absolutely. It's pretty cool all coming on. Crikey.
I think he is. His name is Mike, you said?
Yeah, Mike. He's the banana cleaner man in the UK. He's also got a TikTok.
All right. Do you literally mean cleaning bananas, or is that mean something else?
Yeah. Banana.
Okay.
So, you know, when you have a banana, Jerry, and you just want it clean, that's what he.
Okay.
Look at Matt's face.
I don't think that's what they mean, Jerry.
Here's the link out here.
I did see a banana cleaner. I think a month
There's
ago.
the link right there.
Trust me, it gets abused by people. I hear.
No. It's a banana cleaner.
You wonder where that fishy filament came from.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I understand where you're going with this, but okay.
Come on, Mike. You better get on and save your reputation.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I can't say what I'm thinking, but my mind's always in the gutter. Trust me. Ask my wife. I used to have a banana cleaner, and then I got married, and all that went away. Ladies and gentlemen, 3D PC is popping in. Hello. How you doing today?
Firstly,
hey, how are you doing?
There is no importation of banana cleaners into the UK on my behalf. But there is.
Are you in a child's bedroom? What's the number plate doing on the wall?
So that's a number plate from my one of my mum's cars that we met an untimely end with a long time ago. So it's
Do you have a speed camera outside so you know when you open the door too quickly?
Yeah, it's a bit of a relic. Yeah. So yeah, no, thanks for inviting me in. It's nice to see you guys.
Thank you. Not seeing you again.
Do you stream on
Jerry's
YouTube?
Very, very interested in the banana cleaning scenario.
No, not really. Not if it's what he's talking about.
So yeah, banana cleaners are unfortunately not my thing. But Sam, me and Sam have some conversations about banana cleaners. It seems like every time we talk, so why not break a habit, Sam, for sure. But no, congratulations to whoever won that roll of filament. That's really, really good.
Pez Liz. You got to know Pez Liz.
Is she in the UK, Sam?
No, she's in Canada.
She's in Canada. She's one of the people that run Maker Deck, where everybody streams on Twitch all the different makers with all the 3D printing going on.
Wicked, no worries. Well, I did a couple of videos with Filamentum on how to print it and the best practices with it as well. So I don't know if I can share those links in the stream, but if we can, that'd be great.
Share the link in private chat, and then I'll share it in chat, and people can click on it.
Yeah, sure.
Unless you want to share the video, you can do that on your screen down below where it says present.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that shortly. But yeah, the materials. So, like Sam said, it was recycled from recycled fishing net, which is really important. So the guys used to, as you know, people use fishing net, and the reason for why they they cast it off right is not always because it's worn. There's not always holes in it. It's not always trash. Sometimes the UV gets hold of it and fish start seeing it over a period of time. So the quota on fish is reduced, and then they have to replace the net. So sometimes it's pretty much virgin when we get hold of it. It's processed into a pellet, and then it's turned into a material, as you can see what Sam held up. It's been a long process, probably like 4 years. So I was the main consultant in the project and still sort of handle it with Filamentum, which is great to be a part of it. So it's all processed in Cornwall, and now it's extruded and sold all over the world by Filamentum. Yeah, so it's been an extremely durable process. Actually, it was a long road. We also make lots of different products with it, and we got 56 different products in Selfridges in the UK, like a big retail outlet, which is sold with it. So it represents a huge part of my turnover. And some of the videos that we've done of it was actually videos for everyone. I run a print farm just like some of you guys, but we also do consultancy for some businesses that you know well. Actually, it's incorporating the recycled nature of the material to learn how to charge more for your 3D prints and how to work with businesses and more prime businesses. So not just your makers down the road, but actually large corporations that are interested in reducing their CO2 deficit, which you can do with a material. So if you work with sustainability managers inside corporations, then actually procurement managers don't care too much. It's all about financial, but actually sustainability managers do care. So we did a load of videos about how to incorporate it into your business and start using it. Yeah. We make lots of different things, but jewelry, lampshades, and all sorts of different stuff for motorsports. We just released a carbon fiber version as well. So you can print carbon fiber, 100% recycled from fishing net, and it's got recycled carbon infill.
Mm-hmm.
So just like the fishy, just it's black and carbon, and prints just like any other carbon that is available. So yeah, it's been a long road, but actually it shows that you can make a sustainable or a recycled material sustainable whilst keeping it at the same price point as a normal roll. There's a lot of work that's gone into just putting one roll on the shelf, right? And actually it's still cheaper than an alternative virgin material. So it's been a long process, yeah. At Formnext, Filamentum will be releasing the fishy version. The carbon fibers version is actually available to buy now. You can buy that from a few places now. But the fishy version.
You're going to be in Germany. You're going to be in Germany.
I was going to, but I've got COVID, so.
Sorry to hear that.
I'm waiting for a result before I fly out. I was supposed to be flying out tomorrow, and helping set up with Filamentum, but all my lampshades will be there. So you can go get some pictures with them and stuff. So AMT will be displaying them, and Filamentum will be displaying them. So cool. Yeah, it should be.
I have a question.
Sure.
I mean, it sounds like great deal, with fishing nets. But what about other materials that we've gone out and retrieved from the ocean, like plastic? Are they doing anything with that?
So difficult. So as you know, I mentioned about the material actually being basically virgin when we get hold of it, and that's because the fish start seeing it and the fishermen have to replace the net. So actually working with fishermen like that is a bit different than picking up random pieces of plastic out of the ocean because of the degradation. It's a bit more tricky to recycle. So, but we also do like some other forms. We have a PET-G that we're recycling in the UK with one of the biggest charities in the UK. The problem is with PET-G, there's post-industrial and pre-post-industrial, and the problem is that most people stick an R sign on the front of the material and then call it recycled, when actually it's probably repurposed from an injection molding lineup. Well, actually, that's not recycled. That's just someone being a bit overzealous when they're predicting an injection molding run and then just having leftover and then calling it recycled, right? So there's two different versions of recycled. And you hit the nail on the head there with actually using random bits of plastic out the ocean. Yes, that would be great. In practicality, actually, it's hard to privatize that. So if you look at recycling in general, to make any money out of it, you need to first privatize it. Someone needs to make money. The world goes round with money, unfortunately. So you have to have high volume outputs, just like 3D printing can. So turning material into 3D printed material can generate fund, because there's a lot of people out there which will print it, right? So it's a good way of creating a high value output from a waste material. So Fishy Filament makes money, Orca makes money, and some of the PET-G we makes money. So you can take a recycled product and there is budget in there to recycle it before the 3D printing community buys it. So it proves a concept, really. It can be done with anything, but keeping it local as well. So you remember water, Nestle getting in trouble with shipping water around the world, right? So if you bottle of water in America and then ship it to the UK, well, why are you doing that? You should just bottle it in the UK and then ship it to anyone in the UK. It's quite similar with filament. So if you're shipping filament all the way around the world, bit crazy. And if you're importing PET-G into the UK and there's already waste PET-G here, it kind of doesn't make sense. So working with people to localize recycling and link it with additive manufacturing is something we've been doing for about 3 years, along the side of running our print farm and doing everything else. It's been quite a journey, and I've obviously known Sam along the way, and he's helped out getting the exposure out there, because actually without people buying it and without the community adopting it, it's quite difficult. So that's what my job has been introducing it to guys like me, to guys like you, and actually helping people succeed with it. It's been really successful for my business. I mean, in the UK, obviously anyone who wants anything recycled or printed in a recycled format will likely approach me at some point, and to get something done. So it's actually a great way of linking in some quite cool corporations. I mean, Sam's seen some of the people we worked with, from Adidas to some of the corporations that we have, and actually what's attracted them, actually what was it? It was the fact that we use the recycled material. So it's great for other people in other parts of the world to be able to do that with larger corporations.
If you want to send me a couple rolls, I can do a video on my YouTube channel also on it.
Yeah, sure. I think I've seen some of your stuff, Jerry. It's just the capability of drying. Like Liam said, it's quite important to dry the material. So 70 to 80 degrees is where you need to get it to suck the moisture out. You don't get it
and leave it in a dryer while you're printing.
Yeah. Why not? We use like an APM 300. It's a bit quite expensive unit, but it's about 2,500. But it prints. You can have 3 or 4 rolls in it, printing out to various machines. So just like Liam said, instead of like having a Sunloop V2 filament dryer for each one bamboo that you have, we use an APM 300, and it pipes up to 3 different machines. APM make medical printers. We install them in the UK for some people.
I'm not sure how hot. I got a couple of filament dryers. I'm
not sure what it is in the US, but in the UK, like 70, 80 degrees. So obviously filament's hygroscopic, right? So you have to get it to its glass transition temperature to take the moisture out. Behind the scenes, that's what it is. You're getting it to the point where it's just about to change form from a solid to start forming into a variable liquid, and that's when the moisture can come out. So 70 degrees is the minimum. 80 degrees is perfect. If you're using an oven with a thermostat, which isn't great, it can go up and down, which isn't great for the material. If you cook it at 100 degrees for too long, you're going to lose color out of the material. As it's nylon, you'll get some degradation from the heat. a control.
I'm not sure if I could get it hot enough to dry it.
A Sunlu V2 is usually good enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Or this new filament dry that I've got from Elboss apparently will also do that kind of thing, which will be reviewed on my channel in the next couple of weeks.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I've got 3 dryers. I got the original Sunlu that I added a fan to, the fixed dry, which I just recently reviewed a few months ago. It has dual filament you can put in it. And then I've got one from Arion that I reviewed that's got a heated chamber also. So I'd put it in my new fixed dry.
Yeah. No, it's so this is the material now as it's boxed. And this
Nice.
is the carbon fiber version is called Walker.
Nice.
Yeah, it's proving quite popular.
I had some links to the website. I could do a whole backstory on where it came from, how it became to be, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, so yeah, it's been a long road, yeah, for sure. Sorry to take up too much, but yeah, it's a long explanation. Banana cleaners are not a part of that story, but
no. But Mike did take me out on a trawler in Cornwall, and we sailed the 7 seas, and we saw dolphins, which was good.
Whales.
Sorry, whales. We saw whales.
Whales.
Big difference.
But yeah. So yeah, what does everyone? How is the new Crealities then, Sam? I see you. I see them lots of stuff on social media with the Crealities. How is it? The new ones?
No, well, I mean the K1 I don't think is quite. It's very nearly there, but it's not quite there. The other stuff, the end of 3 stuff that they've got coming out. You might have seen the V3, which is a Core YZ, I think.
Yeah.
That was just pulled from the market, and I've got a beta unit of that looks very good, and hopefully that'll be coming out very soon. The best budget printer I would say on the market at the minute is the V3 SE, hands down. I think it's a very, very good printer for £180, brand spanking new. I don't think you can go far wrong with that, and it's got all the bells and whistles and stuff. Other than that, I've got CR10 in the back. The K1 Max here, I can't lie. I've just sent a WeChat message to my Chinese contacts and went, "This is printing like this. What do you think?" Before I start messing around with it too much. But again, for the money you're spending on these printers, out of the box, really, you should be getting the quality that all the others are capable of. So Prusa, Bamboo,
compare everything to Bamboo Labs. Yeah.
And what do you think the new X1E as well, like the one that's just sold by resellers, right? So they've released that's just been sold by resellers. I mean, because I've got my opinions about that. I'm interested to know what other people's opinions are. How they separated a commercial from a domestic market via resellers.
Yeah, it was weird. We didn't know anything about that from a influencer point of view. We knew something was going to happen, but we didn't know what. Obviously, we knew the name, and then it was kind of it's been a weird one, even with the A1 Mini. My thoughts on that. You've got the A1 Mini. You're probably going to get an A1, which is going to be probably around about a 300 size or an end of 3 size. And then I suspect you'll start seeing before the end of the year the bigger Bamboo printer that people wanted. They're not a slow business at all. They're a very, very, very good, pragmatic, fast action, fast paced business. And from what I understand, there was a lot of stuff that went on with the influencer market as well. There was a leak. There was various things happening, throughout that process, and I was getting pinged messages within a few minutes of things happening from my contacts within Bamboo. And I think there's lessons to be learned all the way through from all of these manufacturers.
Yeah.
So, I just couldn't believe how they it's almost like they decided it wasn't for a domestic market, because we've been using Bamboos on our print farm. We've got 3 or 4 to do actually quite corporate stuff. We don't have them because we've had actually letters from some of our aerospace clients for actually not using bamboo, and actually that's quite a thing. The UK government sent out letters to some big corporations about not using bamboo. Like, so we've got ours connected obviously with some SD cards, and they've been quite an important part of my business. And actually, what the way they separate the X1E to the current one is just quite interesting for me, because what actually did it kind of split the market and made resellers more involved in the selling of them, right? They needed a way to involve the reseller, because the point actually before, because actually most resellers don't even know what they're selling anyway. And everyone smiles because everyone knows it. We've all bought from a laptop sales, right? It's trying to sell you a printer. But truly, it's involving the resellers more. I take it. That's from my perspective, and making them more accountable for the support. Because if you're struggling with support, which they are clearly, you would probably want to shift out some of that to your resellers, right? Like cauterize it, make the industrial, your corporate, go to your resellers for support rather than direct to you, because you don't want the headache. So it was quite interesting for me. It just shows that maybe the domestic market wasn't as easy as they thought.
Yeah, I think they've been. I think I would say they've been blindsided by that, and just to sort of close down on that, I suppose. They're not the only ones. I mean, you only need to look at like Slice Engineering and various other. Since printers like that came out, there are a lot of. We spoke about it. In fact, there are a lot of companies that you were going to see some stuff that was going to be coming out that was going to be cutting edge for them, and that never, a lot of that would never have actually got to the market. We never would have seen that. So there would have been a lot of innovation that potentially was, scuppered and doesn't come through to fruition due to the fact that this emerging company just came out of nowhere and dominated the market. So
through spanners in the works. And actually, I don't know if you saw it on LinkedIn recently, but one of the resellers in the UK that is a customer of ours put up like a picture of their new print farm, right? And this is probably another discussion, but a reseller put a photo on LinkedIn of their new print farm that they're proud of. But they're also a seller of Ultimaker, MakerBot, all the other brands, which, so as a reseller in the UK, you put a photo up, right, of your new bamboos, but you're also a reseller of Ultimaker. And there was a really high-profile manager at Ultimaker commented on the post, and actually, some of the words he was using were really negative towards that brand. And about Chinese and Europe and salaries and wages and people getting paid, actually. But what it really showed was the fact that you've got a high-ranking person at Ultimaker commenting on a public post on one of their resellers' photos, criticizing a decision they made, right?
Yep.
And actually, it just goes to show how much pressure they're under. And actually, it's a funny chain. I'll have to send you the link to it, because some of the comebacks was quite funny, but it just shows how much pressure they're under to pull something out the bag. And I think I don't know if some of you have seen Ultimaker and their new announcement of their speed release. Like, would that have happened if Bamboo didn't trigger that? That's really what the real question is. Like, would some of these companies actually change their speed? Like Raise 3D did it, BCN did it, made their printers quicker. Now Ultimaker did it. Would they have done that if Bamboo wasn't in the market? And I really think.
Yeah, good point.
I think a lot of that though comes out of the high popularity of the Voron high-speed machines running Clipper, right? Because they were out before all of these guys running really high-speed prints, and people saw that there's a big push towards people because everyone thought it was amazing, and people started building more and more of these type of machines, and like the Vorons and the what's the guys in Portugal?
Rat Rig.
Yeah, Rat Rig. And these guys were putting in large, fast machines, and they're making them. And people and the manufacturers started seeing, like Bamboo saw, well, there's demand for it, right?
Yeah.
So why don't we build all of our platform based on that? And that is a fad. Rat Rig is a fad. Nobody listened to the end users who were telling them, we want faster, better machines, and we want them to work out of the box rather than spending 6 months tweaking it. And they found they use that niche where most of the others thought, it's a passing fad, it'll go away. It's not.
also as well, I just want to throw this out there, right? And the dethroning of 2.85, right? So if you look at 2.85 now, why would I make filament, right? Full disclosure, I make some filament. I know how cheap it is to make filament. Why would I make 2.85 right now when you can print 1.755 times quicker?
Yeah, exactly.
Just saying. And actually, so you can see the pressure they're under. BCN, Ultimaker, anyone that uses 2.85, you're staring down the throat of a manufacturer that won't make filament for you anymore. You won't. Like, I wouldn't. Why would I do it? 2.85 is cheaper to make. Anyone?
Yeah, but 2.85, I think 2.85 is mostly aimed for industry. Like people who buy big lulz bots and all, but like who want to, like, I think they're more industrial aimed, the 2.85 than the 175. That's why there's a larger variety in the 1.75 than there is in the 2.85.
It's only shaped like that because of the corporate machine they're buying, right? They're buying an Ultimaker because it's $8,000 and it comes with 3-year warranty.
Right.
They're buying it because of but those guys aren't buying them anymore. They're buying bamboos. So if they print, and they are, but they I mean, we're a consultant for a lot of businesses that do it in the UK. Like I get actually a question asked every day: shall I ditch my Ultimaker? Shall I replace it with a bamboo? And like the answers, they send you a G code, you slice it, you send it back, you show them.
It comes down to two things, I think.
Different.
The volume, that's not only speed, performance. It's the size of the parts you want to print. If you want to print smaller parts, and you want to print a selection of them, the bamboo printer is great. But if you want to print really large parts, you don't have a choice but go with other machines. So it all depends. Like if you want to print an example of a bumper of a car, you can't use a bamboo lab, right? There's other machines out there designed for that. But if you want
if you come up with Luban and glue it together and putty,
they don't do that. They don't do that.
I know.
I know a couple of companies who do it, right? I think Detroit is Automotive Central, right?
Yeah.
So they print it to make they 3D print the bumper, they fit it to the car to make sure everything looks right, even though it's done in CAD. Somebody makes a model of it in 3D printing.
Prototype it, instead of using clay.
Right? So there's no, and they print with 2.85 filament. I know they do, right? Not 175. All these guys do because the flow rate is higher. And they won't go with pellet extruders because pellet extruders are, one, they're big, they're cumbersome, they're harder to manage, and you don't get the quality out of the clean print quality out of it because you're talking about a 5mm nozzle with a pellet extruder, right?
Mhm.
So that's where the 285 comes in, right? But I agree that we need more and more companies looking along the lines of like the bamboo or the K1, right? The Crealities K1s and all these kind of stuff.
The other element here, Mike, is that everybody keeps asking me about color printing. Like how many different filaments can I use? And like it's such a big thing at the minute. Or when are Creality doing it? When is this company doing it? When is that company doing it? And you've got people like Acremate that are doing it. You've got, obviously Bamboo, then you've got Prusa, then you've got I can't remember the name of the company now, but they
GoPrint.
Color. Yeah, those guys who are going to do it.
You have 3D Chameleon. There's a whole pile of them. 3D Chameleon has been doing this for what, 10 years?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely more popular now. And why? Because it was made easier to do, right? And people always want to copy something, right? They just want to see it.
I never do. I do everything in the same color filament, and if I want, and I paint.
Thank you very much.
But what I will say, and all of you run print farms or you sell prints in some sort of fashion, right? And we turn over about 15,000 to 20,000 a month on our print farm, like every single month. And so, but the percentage of prints that I do in multicolor that are financially profitable to my business is probably less than 1%. And
Liz, are you working on MakerDeck right now or not?
What's that? Sorry.
No, I was just asking if Pez Liz that one year filament is currently working on MakerDeck. If not, maybe she might want to pop in, then you can meet who she is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, get her to pop in. Get her to pop in.
I as I said, look, I printed this new model.
Yeah.
It's one color. It won't be when it's done, but because I print with 10 kilo spools.
Yeah.
I don't do this
So
1
actually
kilo
buy
or
would you buy
kilo
all the
scrap
colours?
at all. When I buy spools, this is what I buy.
Okay.
I'm not changing colors with this. I'm just going to keep printing, right? So,
but you get what I mean, right? It's like a fundamental thing about 3D printing. Actually, the people making money with them probably don't see that as a fundamental part of their business. The people that are buying them domestic at home do, and those are the people powering the market. Those are the people buying 6 rolls of spools because they just want to print a specific color. They're going to use loads of filament. They're going to go through it loads. It's half going to be pooped out the back of their printer, and I think that's
the downside of the color printing is you use double or more, depending on the size of your print, of material. So if you're printing small, you're going to use at least twice the amount, if not more, on a small print. If it's a bigger print, you're probably going to use maybe 20, 30% more, right? Depending how many color changes you have. But
it's just a fundamental.
For home users, that's where the market is for color printing because everyone thinks it's cool. But outside of that, yeah, in real life, in the people who I would say where the heaviest material is used, they don't do color.
Actually, there's technology out to where we're not changing colors so wastefully. Let's just say, where the heads change automatically. I mean, I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen YouTube videos where the colors change in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, an IDEX or a tool changer will do that for you, right?
That new XL with the 5 heads on it that Joe Telling was printing the other day doing that candy corn, that was an instantaneous change head, next color printing.
Yeah,
that was so cool to see how fast it grabbed it and it came
there
right
was
back
no
to
purging
frame.
involved. That's why it was fast. There's no purging, and you just make sure the head you put in the G codes so the head preheats before it's needed. The slicer does that for you. So that's all you do is wipe the head nozzle and come out, and you're done.
I mean, the price, though, you know,
it's just
they're expensive. Yeah,
it's just the cost to manufacture. How many times have I mentioned it to my client that we can do multicolor? Like, I would never do that to myself because actually, all I'd be doing is shooting myself in the financial foot on the per hour on the print job. I can't get the money back on that. Like the price, but they'll just want something different, and
it takes twice as long to print. It would take twice as long to print, and it'll cost twice as much material or more.
Yeah.
So you'd probably budget yourself out of the market because you can't keep up, right?
Of course. Yeah. You just would do it. It's just not a part of my business, and actually, is it a part of anyone's business? I'm really confused because. I mean, if most people run on a financial per hour sense, like most people do, they would want to stay away from color printing as much as they can. Like Matt's color printing with the lithophanes and stuff. Perfect example of where it can work, right? You've got something which is quite quick to print, different colors, looks really good. Actually, a great example of where multicolor can succeed. But how many people are doing that?
I would say
everybody that's on a shoe
are the biggest users for multicolor. Industry doesn't touch it.
Yeah.
And industry probably consumes 80% of the material out there because they print such large objects so often. So I would safely say that the 20% of material usage is the home users, and they consume, and because they're going multi-print, their material consumption has gone up by at least 60% or more once you do color prints. And I know you can tune it, but you can't tune it to the point where you don't have any, unless you have a multi-head machine, like a tool changer or whatever, you cannot print multicolor without wastage.
That on the screen there, Sam. Do you remember that turtle skating through the street on the advert of the turtle skating through the street in the UK? I don't know if you ever saw it. It was like a Morvan advert, right? And that's the boot from the advert. So we actually made, so those are roller skates for turtles. Yeah, we made a set of roller skates for turtles, and they didn't actually put a turtle in them, but they were for a TV show. Yeah.
Oh, is that Jeep?
Yeah, Land Rover. Yeah, it's one of those 3D sets. You know the 3D sets models that you can do.
Yep. Paper Princess.
Yeah, they're really, really good. If anyone wants to learn about actually different materials, that's a great way of doing it. Just like, I suppose, your Death Racer is you learn with different materials when you're doing it, right? Much the same.
Yeah.
It's very, I still have
Yeah,
a
I don't remember the website name, but there is a website. I think it's the one you're talking about, where you can download STLs for all kinds of trucks, cars,
Yeah.
models, and they're extremely
Fab
detailed.
360.
No, it's not. It's not Fab 360. It's
No?
a different company. No.
It's 3D sets. 3D sets.
3D sets.
Yeah, if you just type in 3D sets on Google, I think it will come up. 3dsets.com. Yeah, that's it. They're literally they're incredible, and we did some work with them actually. I helped link them up with some manufacturers to help.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
yeah,
they were working on their own, right? And I was like, guys, why don't you work with some of the manufacturers and get them to like sell you, because you're perfect to print on their printers. You know what I mean? Like why don't you send out G codes to the manufacturers that people can print on their printers, right? And they did. And when they did, it multiplied their business by like 700-800% actually, because then the Prusa are now literally giving people links to buy these kits, 3D sets models, so that then they'll link Prusa's filament in with a G code. So on the G code, it uses Prusament, right? So everyone will buy the Prusament in to then 3D print their model.
That's my car in 10th grade when I went to high school. I had a Baja Bug just like that.
Yeah, so like if you have a look on some of the models they do are literally amazing, and they're all RC, so you can just yeah, they're incredible. I don't know if the car and boat models at the top, you know, it goes through all the different ones that they have. To learn about 3D printing, it's great actually, because you use TPU for the tires, and then you print the tires out in TPU just like most people do, and then you realize that you need like thin wall thickness, and then like walls that are walls that go up and down, like thin walls, so like 1 or 2 layers on the top walls, so that you have a real flexible tire. Like on some of the rock crawlers, you can have like a tire that's hardly got any walls
Those
at
are
all.
really cool.
Make it really flexible. So, but if anyone's got a Prusa, then I mean the G codes are brilliant. They're already worked out for you. And
no, I can't afford one. I can't afford one. They're far too expensive.
We just got one of the XLs that's just been dispatched. Actually, we're trialing it on the lampshade farm to see if it's capable of doing our lampshades. I hold out all hope for it, but we currently use the Zedmore 5500. I don't know if anyone's probably heard of that. It was discontinued actually, but we have them. It's like a £7,000-8,000 machine. We got 2 of them for doing lampshades, and yeah, they decided to not sell them anymore, which is brilliant for the support network actually, because now I can't get any bits for them. It's like 15 grand's worth of stuff. So that need to be replaced. So actually, that's a big problem with this whole siege, right? I got probably 20 printers on one of my print farms that are in danger of the manufacturer going bust because of bamboo. How about that? That's something to think about. All the people that are using all these different printers are actually losing out on the support. You know, you mentioned if people printing big stuff, right? Some of the people that make big machines, they're going out of business as well. So actually, where are you going to go to print big stuff? We all know the trials and tribulations with Modix. I love them, work with them quite often. I travel the UK repairing, installing, fixing Modixes. They're brilliant. Are they for the general public? No, they're not. They're not. Like, I'm sure all of you are capable of using them. The general public isn't.
I think the Modix with a pellet extruder head would be fantastic.
But the thing is financially, like on my big prints, are they profitable? Not really. I'd say most of my profitable prints are done on a 250 by 250 printer, and that's why the bamboo for me is quite a popular thing. But financially, the big prints don't make you too much money. it's hard to charge those amounts of money for some of that big stuff. So
yeah, but I'm saying by having a pellet extruder on something that big, the time for printing would decrease greatly because you're using a 5mm nozzle.
yeah.
And unless you don't want detail in it, because obviously you can't get super detail with a 5mm nozzle, but if you want to print something large, fast, that's kind of plainly shaped, they're ideal. That would be an ideal solution for it, and you knock stuff out really fast with it.
Everybody wants quality like mold injection. They don't want to see a lot of layer lines. They want it to look perfect.
Well, it depends. If you're doing prototyping for industry, they don't care about. They want size and shape and dimensions to be right. They don't care about the finish as much. When you're doing, as I say, as an example, you 3D print a bumper for a car, for a new car that's coming out. They don't care how the finish is. They want to make sure that the fit is right. Hence, they give it to you to make it for them. When they're doing mass production, they're injection molding, because they're not going to turn around and print 50,000 bumpers.
Ford, I just worked with some stuff with Ford actually, and they've got about 30 different SLS printers in the UK, and they're SLS in most of their stuff now. So injection molding actually takes the back step. So wow. SLS in some stages. All their rally stuff is done on SLS. You know, just quick, knocked up, fitted to a car, sprayed up, gone on a rally car.
A rally car, a bumper's not really used anyway, right? Let's be honest.
Just smashed up. Last 5 minutes, new wing mirror. Yeah.
Well, it was used in your case a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
What's that?
And Liam?
What?
Yeah, Liam got into a wreck. His truck, his bumper.
Yeah, but my bumper's a steel bumper, so the person who hit me, their car's a mess. Mine is not that bad.
The car that hit him is totaled. It's done.
I can show you a picture of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
The hood of her car folded. Let me just find it here on my phone.
Show the car picture first, then the truck, to see what little damage was done, since you had a real bumper.
She was behind me. I braked. I stopped at the light, and she hit me when I was stopped. So that's her. And
most people in your position would start holding their neck. Oh, my neck hurts. My neck hurts. Sue.
Well, he said that, but she didn't understand what he was saying.
That's my damage.
Yeah, rolled his bumper under, has minor damage there.
The tailgate has to be replaced. The bumper will have to be redone. One of the side panels is damaged, so that'll have to be fixed and replaced or straightened out. But in comparison to what she has, there's a good chance her car may not be usable anymore. It's probably been replaced. And she got cited for it, and I didn't. So, because she hit me from behind, I was stopped. So yeah, I have the police report because I went and got the accident report. And
you got lucky because my wife went to a.
There's a little. Sorry, I'm interrupting you, Kenny. I see little buildings. There's video stuff there. We're watching you, Sam.
Right, guys, I've got to head off now because I got to be up early in the morning. But it was nice to catch up with you guys.
Thank you very much. My email I shared in chat. If you want to email me, maybe we can chat. Maybe I can do a video for you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, like I'm an ambassador for Filamentum now, so we do a lot of work with them and profiles for all their machines on all sorts of stuff.
Do you get diplomatic immunity now as well?
Maybe a little bit.
There's my email in chat if you want to get a hold of me, Mike, and we can chat.
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, we can work on all sorts of stuff, but I've worked with them because Fishy's now made by them, and we switched that over, and so it's just a natural, nice person to work with. So, if we can get any stuff out of them for you guys, then
I live in Las Vegas here in the U.S.
Yeah, Filamentum, I think they've just found a manufacturer in the US now. They're starting to roll out over there, so I think they'll be more and more present as the time goes on. I think they've worked with a current US manufacturer over there to release their material over there soon. So it might even be available over there soon, but it's like 46 different countries now. So right, guys, it's been really nice to talk to you. Thank you for the support.
Have a great day. Thank you, Mike. We do this every Saturday. You're always welcome whenever you want to come on.
Yeah, sure. If I've got time, I'll head on. It's been great, and sorry I didn't get a chance to talk to everyone, but it was nice to speak to you all. All right.
Take
Cheers,
care.
Sam.
Love you, Mike.
Take care.
Bye bye. Yeah, love you too, Sam. Cheers. Bye bye.
Hugs and kisses, Sam.
Oh, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Shame he didn't get onto the banana cleaner stuff. I did send you a link, Jerry.
Okay. Dan, what have you been up
Yeah.
to, buddy?
Just working on things, getting stuff in, talking to some people, and trying to rebuild as I rebrand. So,
How's your
thankfully,
family doing? Did any of your daughters move out yet, or they still live at home?
my oldest daughter is pretty much out. She's got a boyfriend. She stays there most of the time, but she still comes home a couple nights a week. And
You know how you solve that? Change locks.
my wife would kill me. And happy wife, happy life. I don't want to be.
I joked with my daughter when she moved out, when she was actually leaving Michigan for work. I said, so now we can change the lock so I can take over your bedroom as an office. And she griped a little bit about it. So now I'm not allowed. I can't take it over as an office yet. But I might, because she's living in Hawaii now. So
I definitely don't think I'd be coming back this way. You know, I mean, if I was out to Hawaii, I would.
Well, she comes home for the holidays. She does come home for the holidays and stuff, but she won't be home for Christmas. She'll be over Christmas now, probably not in Thanksgiving, but she will be home probably home for Christmas, I'm sure. But
yeah, I'm looking at that now, Sam. I'm not going to share it, but I see that.
No, I've got to shoot. I've got to take the dog out because she's just been harassing me. But nice to see you all. And
take care.
Sam,
You have a great day.
Sam,
I'll see you next week.
You said at one point you were joking. I think you said you did a video for me. You sent me. You said on that on your thing.
No. Put your hand down, Sam. You're freezing anyway. You're frozen with your mouth.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you were frozen.
Your camera froze like that. Right. Spend more time with your wife, Sam. Is all I can say.
Oh, man.
Whatever
Sorry,
floats
Liam,
your boat, right?
I was just saying. You said one on a comment that you on a video that you did a video for me, and I have no clue what you were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
No, I did do a video, and I'll dig it out and I will find it and send it to you.
Yeah. I was wondering what you're talking about. So,
yeah, it was me taking the piss out of you. It's generally what happens.
Yeah, that's all good. That if you're not taking the piss, it's not worthwhile, right?
No worries. Cool. All right, chaps. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Care.
See you soon, Sam.
Love you, bye. Love you, bye. Yeah, we'll do.
You said it.
Yes.
Oh man. So it's been a while. It's been a long time since I've seen. The last time I saw you was Murph. Then.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. But
I haven't been streaming myself. I've been too busy. I don't have time.
yeah, I honestly just needed a break. There was too many things going on in my personal life and trying to do that and juggle with, being able to be on streams and having a set schedule that just wasn't working anymore. And I was like, I need to step away. So I stepped away, got some things squared away. There's still, plenty of issues piling up. I don't have issues. I have subscriptions. That's what I tell everybody. So, but we're working through the personal stuff best I can. And I still want to, be a part of the community. And I hated being away, and it kind of sucked to see how much stuff I missed out on just in the few months that I was out. And I'm like, I'm going to get back in there. Even if it's just one day a week, randomly, I pop up and do something. And I'm going to start working on getting some more actual content out there on YouTube to kind of help people make decisions. I guess I don't want to be the decision maker for them. It's their money. But.
Yeah, my problem. I've been just busy with work because my day job has just got crazy recently, for the last 6 months or more, and then I'm busy with NASA with all the Eclipse stuff coming up. I'm so busy with that you wouldn't believe. So I'm just I'm involved with 4 research projects with NASA for the upcoming eclipse, and so I just don't have time to get to do anything else right now. I'm just like Jerry guilted me into joining him because I joined a few weeks ago, and Jerry turned around and he said, "Are we still friends? Because I haven't seen you in a long time." Is what
Well,
he
Liam used to stream, as you know, every Wednesday, and then every Saturday he was one of 3. It was me, Matt, and Liam that were always on. Then you quit coming on, and then Kenny kind of filled your shoes of being on every Friday where we
Good man, Kenny.
restarted. But yeah, and I never chat with you much, and yeah. But yeah, Kenny, Liam is the one that was always on. It was always us 3, and then he just kind of dropped off and he got busy, and then he quit streaming.
What was that movie? The Three Amigos.
Yeah.
Dos amigos.
Yeah, but no.
Hasta la vista,
So
baby.
I'm involved with the Mega movie, which is doing imaging of the eclipse, which is one of them. I'm involved with the Eclipse Soundscapes, which is doing taking audio sounds of the change of nature during the eclipse. Like when birds get ready to during the eclipse, birds like to go back to their nests. They think the sun is setting, so they act like it's sunset in the middle of the day. And with stuff like that, crickets come out and all this kind of stuff. So Soundscapes is recording all of that. I'm doing the solar system ambassador, which I have been for years, and I'm doing talks on that all about the eclipse for them. And then there's another one that I'm waiting on confirmation on, if they're going to on the final details of it. But there's another one where we're going to do polarized images of the sun during the eclipse, which is another completely different setup I have to do for that, and I'm involved with those guys. So I'll probably have 3 or 4 rigs set up for the eclipse by the time April comes around. And because I'm involved with all these groups, I just don't have time.
Yeah.
I'm still 3D printing, as you can see. And right now, I've just recently printed a part, but I'm waiting for the electronics and stuff to come in of a tracking mount. You can put your 3D printed, you put it on a tripod, and it's motorized, and you attach your camera to it, and it tracks objects as the sky moves. It tracks them. So then I'll be using that actually for one of the eclipse events, and then I'm also right now I'm printing a model of a scale model to the same scale as these other ones behind me. These two behind me, a scale model of the space shuttle at the moment. It's on a printer, same color filament, but what I'll obviously sand it and fill it and sand it and fill it and paint it and sand it and fill it about 5 times more.
Nice.
Cool trick that I found out recently. Do you know you hear people using resin to fill layer lines and prints? Well, resin is runny, right?
Yeah.
Talcum powder with resin and paint it on. It actually doesn't run as much. And it fills the gap.
Yeah, it makes a paste out of it.
Yeah, and it fills much faster, and it hardens, and it's easy to sand like normal resin, but it cures all of your layer lines. I've thought about putting other additives in there, but I never thought of talcum powder, and that's a cool idea, actually. It's really good.
Yeah, normal resin. I went and bought some little tiny bottles that got a needle on it, and I put resin in those. But the minute you squirt a crack, you got to have the UV light right here ready to go that quick because it runs so fast. So if it's much thicker, that would work good, yes.
Yeah, and you can put on with a paintbrush. You can paint it on, or you go across the lines, not with the layer lines, go up and down like across the lines, and it will just settle in and actually and fill those lines. So a coat of that, a coat of filler primer, and then you're done. And then you just put on your top coat.
That'll work on my alien, but I got to be really careful on the textured parts if I paint it on. So
yeah,
Jerry, are we talking about this?
Yeah, little bottles like that. Yeah, got them off Amazon. They got
This
like a
one's
metal
hard.
needle.
Yeah, and this one's hard as a rock.
Well, because the plastic itself doesn't block UV light.
Yeah, no.
Matt, hold up that one again. The one when you held up that emblem at the top, it's red and black.
Tinfoil.
What is the emblem? It kind of looks like a butthole.
Oh, it's a poppy.
Oh, poppy. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's what.
I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that out loud. Sorry.
Yeah. But,
yeah. Okay, banana cleaner.
Yeah, but if you wrap those bottles with aluminum foil, that will actually that'll stop the UV light getting in there, and then so it won't cure as fast.
Well, that thing shouldn't. No UV should have touched it.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. But if you wrap it in foil, you prevent that. But yeah, so that's why I haven't been on. I've been just buried.
Well, when are you going to be unburied and you're going to start doing stuff on a regular basis, videos and streams like you used to?
Maybe after the eclipse, because all these projects, a lot of these projects are eclipse related.
Yeah, people miss seeing you not seeing you online and doing videos and interacting.
Yeah,
People enjoy seeing you.
I've recently got myself a lithium ferrite battery. I might do a video on that. I was thinking about doing a shot. I'll pre-record it though. I have a lithium ferrite battery, which is a 1,000 watt hour lithium ferrite battery. They're fairly light. The LiPo batteries are really light. But LiPo batteries, if you put a knife through it, it'll set on fire. It'll burn. Right, the battery will catch fire. Lithium ferrite will not do that. They're safer, but they don't store as much charge for the size as a LiPo does, or lithium ion. But they are way safer. So like you can basically you can drive a steel stake through a lithium ferrite battery, and other than the battery not working, it's safe. It won't burn. It won't burn or anything. They're super safe. So I got one, and I might do a short video on it because I've been testing it with my astronomy rig, and that's what I want to show it with running my astronomy rig. Because once I get it, because I need to run my astronomy rig. I used to use a truck size deep cycle gel battery, which weighs about 75 pounds or 80 pounds. Those things you need to be. They're really, really, really heavy, and I used to use that. But once they go below 80%, the power usage, the power output drops off once you go below 80% on them. Whereas the what some people call LIFE or LIFE, lithium ferrite, those the power output stays steady until it's empty, and then suddenly it goes dead. That's it. You can charge it to 100% and drain it. Whereas lithium ion, you could supposed to charge it no higher than 80% and never let it drop below 20%. You always have to keep it maintained. Whereas this you won't. And a lithium ion or lithium or LiPo, lithium polymer, they will only do 1,000 recharge cycles and then they're dead. This will do 3,500. So I could charge it, drain it, and charge it again every day for 10 years before my battery utilization will start reaching 80% at max.
Oh, Liam, a new feature for StreamYard, you can have video backgrounds that actually move behind you.
Okay.
Because last week I had one up for Halloween that I put up. As a matter of fact, let me see. It's right here, as a matter of fact.
Liam, tell Jerry that perpetual motion energy making does not exist.
Jerry, Matt told me to tell you perpetual motion energy does not exist.
I seen on Instagram and I shared on Facebook one guy that had a bicycle tire with water bottles, and each of the water bottles he had mounted around it had different amounts of liquid. He made it colored so you could see it. He got it spinning, and as it went around, the water would dump into the other end of its own bottle that would keep it moving, which powered a small motor, which he plugged. Anyway, it looked real.
Yeah, I know. Perpetual motion doesn't exist because you have energy entropy, and because you have entropy on the energy usage, it will dissipate. So there's no way.
Like in space.
But as it was spinning, it kept itself spinning. So for a certain
here's what
amount,
happens.
it may slow down in time, but for the next 10 minutes, it's going to run because it kept itself turning.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's cool. It's a cool gizmo. But what happens is, one, if water evaporates over time, so you're going to get
over
that
time. Yes,
and the water itself is going to heat up, which is going to speed up because when matter or like a liquid is in motion and it's falling from one to the other, the motion of the molecules is going to create heat, which is going to lose some of that energy, and it's going to cause evaporation. But
at the time that he posted it, it does work as there's no trick to making it work. Matt's like, we've got a cord hiding somewhere. I go, no, it's actually working. I'm not
No,
saying it's going to
battery.
work for days, weeks,
why
or
not?
months.
You can do what Jerry is saying can potentially be done, but it's not perpetual motion. And there is one thing. There is actually a perpetual motion machine that's on display in the museum. I think it's in the Smithsonian. But what they don't show you is they have they use magnets. But what they also don't show you is they actually have it plugged in the background. It actually is running off the battery. So that is now, and even in a vacuum, it will not work. No, Chris, it will not work in a vacuum.
And salt water extends your mileage.
Where?
When you can put under the hood.
Oh, we lost Matt. He got upset and he left.
Where in salt water extends your mileage? Where?
No, it's just that's another one.
Oh,
Very
it
tough.
does. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and destroys your radiator. Yeah, it really helps.
No, it's some kind of thing where they're trying to use or salted water, I should say, to generate a little bit of hydrogen into your carburetor to extend your mileage. It was just something that's going on, and it didn't work.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah.
You're muted, Matt. We can't
Jerry,
hear you.
Jerry, I'm going to take off.
That's
I'm
something
gonna
to have, Matt.
All right, Kenny, thank you for joining in. I'm going to raid out here in just a minute. Thank you very much, Kenny. We hope you're back next Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific. We'll see you again. Have a great week.
Take care, guys.
Hi,
yeah,
Kenny.
I think I'm gonna raid out. Let me find my screen here. Subsector is on right now. I'm gonna raid in the subsector. She's got 31 people. Everybody on Twitch, we're gonna run a raid. We're gonna raid in the subsector. Please tell her hi. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate everybody. It was great having you on, Liam. Great, Dan, Zach, Matt. Everybody, is really awesome seeing everybody here. I don't know why Dan's pointing, but he's pointing to Liam.
Yeah, we're tickling him.
Here, Dan, clean that ear here.
There we go. Everybody, okay, here goes the raid now. We're raiding in subsector, then I'll be saying goodbye on YouTube. So everybody, thank you. Have an awesome day. Raid is running now. And let me say goodbye to everybody on YouTube. Take care. I'll be back next Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific, and we can do this all again. And my video should be out Monday or Tuesday. My gloop is coming Monday. I'll get the aliens' legs going, and that's about it. Take care. But later, everybody.